don't you, don't you, don't you. Young rich nigga got trap routine. Bad little bitches won't lick on me. Moving like a YN when I was 16. Smoking that weed and trapping down houses. Back of the lack and I'm higher than a mountain. Drink codeine, got it coming out of fountain. What you finna do for that allowance? Bags on the floor, counting. I'm going through, finna come out counting. Running through a dry, I doubt it. You wanna get money, I'm about it. Okay, okay, okay. I drag you in the street. Okay, okay, okay. I just ride on the beat. Okay, okay. I drag you in the street. Okay, okay. I just ride on the beat. Okay, okay. I drag you in the street. Okay, okay. I just ride on the beat.
Let me see where we at tonight. We could bring this back to life. Thought that I couldn't, you should be embarrassed. Their egos is threatened, they really should cherish. Too many excuses, I don't wanna hear it. Don't call her the patio, bitch, it's a terrace. We finna make us a killing that's worth to my days. They try to play me as a villain and color me bad. I noticed the jealousy peaking, I thought we was past this. This type of exposure's indecent, these niggas is classless. I bet on myself when the labels thought I was a bad risk. The money that I had invested is doing gymnastics. This what we need, this type of engine don't run off of greed. They music ain't big as my songs that are leak. They need some assistance, you call the police. F all the talking is cheap. How many costs why they call it a fleet? Living the stars in the comments and media is out in that care if you comment on me.
Don't you, 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 don't you.
Let's go. Turn me up a little bit, Brody. Yeah. Man, Spider, waxed. Yeah, King Spider the right way. Yeah. On King Smoke, nigga pass me dope. Every nigga around me go. Let's go. Everything about me slow. I put a knife on the hoe. Oh God. 200 foot yacht. Oh. Hey. I was about to come to your coast. Woo. Bitch got excited when I bought her the rose. Bitch ran over my toe. Shanae crop on her toes. She know she gotta stick to the code. Everything about me dope. Everything about me dope. Yeah. Tars about to eat McDonald's. Get French fry for her. Yeah. I'm so wavy soon. I mean, whoa, cowabunga paint on the dome. Spaghetti's on that bitch and now she drunk. That nigga players built the ass, built the rump. I'm going for it, man, with the diamonds on your pump. I told that bitch listen to me, cause I'm the one. She the two, I iced her crew, her mama too. What's up, mom? They say I'm goated now. Just left my P.O. back to sippin', nigga bloated now. Yeah, whoa. Wake up, Shanae approach. Balenciaga no coach. I'd rather flex on the low. She'll never lie to the goat. Everything about me dope. Everything about me dope. Yeah. Everything about me goated. Let go. 2 C's all on the panties. Double up. A rich nigga, I can't explain it. No. A whole lot of M's I manage. Rats. I take me a piss in the Atlantic. Woo. I took me a piss in the Pacific. That's facts. The ocean, bitch, no kissing. This badass bitch wanna kiss it. I told her both hands, no spinning. Everything we do is extended. She owed my dick hole and spinning it. Ay. I'm testing little mama, I'm missing it. I'm fucking her deep, my fist in it. She slippery wet, she twisting it. Nigga play, we pull up blicks and shit. Don't fuck these niggas, don't trust this shit. R.I.P. kid, no kids and shit. No kids. My wrist hit, my kids on fleek, bitch, everything lit. Yeah, feel fabulous. I'm pouring my soda up, drinking Trish. I'm dicked out around this bitch, nigga, everything intricate. Put ice on the bitch like Beyonce, everything Tiffany. Beyonce Tiff, she fucking me, I'm curling her, I'm lifting it. Beyonce Tiff, we go together right now, but we mistresses. Everything about me go, everything about me dope. Everything about me go, everything about me dope. Yeah.
Good morning, chat.
Spider.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Yeah. Jump out of Rover. Jump in a Rose. Yesterday, what? My wrist went cold. Call me Spider Jeffrey. Taking off no hezzy. Different color diamonds. Now my wrist a lesbian. Rich and Millie my pimpin'. I'm not rocking prezzies. Known for 2 weeks. I already buying her presents. Damn. I'm in the jiggity jam. I lost a goddamn lamb. She got a question for me. Daddy, I'm here. Yes, ma'am. Knock it out the park, gram slam. I'm shit on these niggas. I need a grandpa pimp. I'm shit. Yes, ma'am. The nigga, he a simp.
ma'am.
My price get high like a blimp. Okay, she turn up. I'm making a film. Turn up. You putting it on. I'm pouring it on, my nigga. I'm trim. Getting M's. Yeah, I'm him. Yeah, I see your little bitch. Do you see my bitch, my nigga? What? Ain't tempted about that bitch. I'm hanging out of the rose. We travel the toes. We making the toast. We travel the globe 4 times, then run out of clothes. No kissing. We trapped out the bowl. Yes, sir. You pussy, we breaking down low.
Yes, sir.
Got money, we don't need no more. Got M's in your bank when you don't break the code. We breaking the code. I'm saying. Who playing? My man. He glance. I told you stop that plan. We spanking his ass. Spank. Your man, she trash. Won't last. Let's land. In Spain. Well, getting bags. I'm daddy. Yeah. Whoa. Jump out of Rover. Jump in a Rose. Yesterday, what? My wrist went cold. Call me Spider Jeffrey. Taking off no hezzy. Different color diamonds. Now my wrist a lesbian. Rich and Millie my pimpin'. I'm not rocking prezzies. Known for 2 weeks. I already buying her presents. Damn.
Call me Quavo, or call me the Cho.
Good morning, chat.
Like yesterday.
Good morning, good morning.
Bitch gone. Then I rapped the rave. Went matte black chrome. I fell to the right wrist. Now she can't go wrong. Yeah. My diamonds, Usher they dance. My bitch, I turn up a brand. Make sense. Blue rubber bands. I'm rich. Go get you some cash. I'm rich.
Let's go live.
They shicey, they crash. Wine ring, we back to the bag. They done freed up a thug of these niggas in trouble. Can't fuck with no rats. They mad. More ice, more millions. No mice. We real ones. Think twice for the children. Some nights I was tripping. Thank Christ I beat the system. Took losses and gained wisdom. Which caught a drama on.
Good morning, chat.
Jump out of Rover.
Good morning, everybody.
Yesterday, what? My wrist went cold. Call me Spider Jeffrey. Taking off no hezzy. Different color diamonds. Now my wrist a lesbian. Rich and Millie my pimpin'. I'm not rocking prezzies. Known for 2 weeks. I already buying her presents. Damn.
Good morning, chat.
392, switch it out with a cat. I got it.
Chat, mic sound a little better. I changed the what do you call it? The wire. Cam bugging, that's normal. That's very normal now. That's part of the stream. When the cam bugs, that's how we know we're about to get a trade. Chat, good morning, guys. Let me just unmute Discord. We're good. We live. What's up, Reggie? All right. Chat, we are coming down. Pencil. Yeah. Pencil, are you that close? This thing was maybe 400 pips away. That's the closest we've been, huh? Looking good though. Chat, it looks like we might be having potential direction coming in here. Do we have news today? ADP weekly implement change, that's about it. And then you got flash manufacturing PMI, flash services PMI, that's about it. Tomorrow you got nothing. Thursday core PC price index, final GDP, and then Friday you got nothing. Oh, I guess revised UM consumer sentiment, revised UM inflation expectations, and that's all you got. All right. Did my story post? All right. Everything's set, right? All right, chat. Let's see what we can do today, man. So let me just put the yesterday's trades taken. I didn't put that yesterday. I forgot. Just for a little bit. I think we did the 0.21 percentage, right? All right, cool. All right. So, yeah, it looks like we might starting to get some sense of direction. So that's good because that's kind of what you wanted to. That's kind of what you always want. You always want direction. It's just a lot easier to read price and just have a trend, right? Have some type of trend going on. And in this case, it looks like it is continuing its bearish trend. Now, it's I would say like it did correct the move from Thursday, Friday right here. That was the move that it corrected. Sorry. Yep, so that was the move that it corrected, right? You had this move right here, and you end up coming back down to correct it. Now, I think I had like some type of invisible candle here going on somewhere with that range. So there wasn't much like traffic really. What I'll be worried more about probably is like probably these areas right here, right? So whenever like you don't like something on the charts, you can just kind of block it out, and then it just makes the charts look a lot better. No, but in this case here, like this is an invisible candle just because I think these two candles here is what I'm looking at really, right? Those two candles right there. So that's my invisible candle because like it's no bottom wick, and then the next candle came back up to correct that move immediately, which leaves it looking like giving you like a doji, right? I'm not gonna lie, this is something that like we've been looking at for maybe, I don't know, like 2 years now, a year and a half, two, I think two. It's gotta be 2024, and I still don't have a defined definition for it, so that's still being worked on. But it's not really like an entry or anything. It's more of like determining clean traffic. That's what I'll put it under, that lane, and that's what I kind of do for this. Like I'll kind of just block this out, and there isn't much here. Like the next support you have is like the yellow zone, right? So as long as you can stay below 4180, then this is gonna be clean traffic to continue down towards these areas here. There's still a leg count right here that hasn't been filled. So as you come back down, that should be your target, right? Or if that could be an entry too at the very bottom, if we continue to sell bombs then. So yeah, as price makes its way down, you approach these zones next right around here, right? 40.80, 40.70, and then you could get reactions off of those zones. And if you're able to push through there, then look, immediately right after you have the leg candle fill. Obviously you gotta wait for like the leg candle to form, right? That's very key, like the formation of it. Once that leg candle forms, amazing. You can have clean traffic coming down, which is like in this case 300 pip range coming down towards the bottom of the range. So that's nice. Now the only thing I'll say is here, like I think this is where you want to be cautious about, like between 40.80 and like for instance 40.60, between there, but below there should be clean. And then I guess like here to here we could also still get ideas too. Like we could get sales coming down towards 83 because you don't really bump into that strong zone until like 83, and right now we're at 116, so you still got like a 290 pip range coming down. Still quite a bit of range, right? And this is like clean traffic. So yeah, that's what I'll have. Maybe I'll just put, let's see, is there anything else I could use? Anything else? The weekly also hasn't filled the range too. The weekly range is like all the way down here, so you could literally come further down, right? 3,900 is like your next zone, your next strong weekly support zone. And then the daily right here is, again, this could also be your invisible candle as well. You can kind of block this out, honestly. Block that out. I don't like it there, so you can block it out. And then you can just draw like clean traffic you have until these areas next. All right, and that's gonna be like 3,900, like 3,950, 3,930, like in that area. So we'll mark this up here. I'll mark it up right there. I'll delete this. I think this could be moved. How far is this? Let's try negative 200. Wait, what? Does it not move? All right, I'll just move it. I'll just move it. All right, so yeah, move that 45.7, and then this right here is like your next area, right? 48.3. That's kind of what you want to avoid. Between here and here is gonna be a little tough, but that's like roughly there. So I've just dragged it across too. I think you can probably match up with some daily zones. Maybe like this right here is what I'll use. Right there, I use that. Right, all those zones there. And yeah, 48.5. So yeah, like if we're able to get continuation down, that'd be nice. Like I know this is like one massive move down too, so I don't know if you had the first pullback yet. So you know what that means, chat? Let's see who's actually really in tune here in the chat, because chat, we be talking about the same concepts every day. I need somebody to stand up and let me know if you know exactly what I'm thinking about next. Okay, think about it. I'll put it into perspective. Like if you've had a move down, right? And you had pullbacks, but they weren't steep. If this is the first pullback and you push up, let's say 4170, 4180, what ideas could come to mind? Let's see who's actually tapped in. Or y'all just waiting for signals. Wick entry sells, there you go. Uncle Banks right at it, man. Uncle Banks. So yeah. Wick entry sells, chat, because like look, if this is like a pretty decent move down, you know, like forget the pips, but like just like the fact that's drive, if you get a pullback, which you do have here, right, which is okay for now. Like if you start like coming down further, then it might be GG's. But if this is okay, if this is like the bottom and then you come back up to break, what could you start taking out, like the next minor zones, right? So you start looking at the next minor zones, maybe like, honestly, you can probably block this out. Block that out, and you might have something roughly here, right? So then that could be your next wick entry sell zone if you come up that steep, right? But that's a possibility, and that's a wick entry idea. That's one of the ideas we can have today, right? So 4168 in that zone, especially right here of no top wicks in these areas, could be something. But that's if you come up without, you know, obviously creating like structure. So if you start coming down like this and then start coming up and you start creating more higher lows on the way up, it's GG's. So you want to see like one constant push up, right? But already you cannot already have a pullback, but that could be an idea. And the other idea is just continuation, right? Continuation of price continuing down. So again, you have range clean traffic for like another 270 pips here, coming down towards 40.85, 40.90, right? So we can look for a way to get in. That'd be nice. I just don't know how. I'm assuming with structure. So this isn't bad here. This is again a decent pullback. This is like the first time you are coming down after the pullback, right? So you have initial highs and then lower highs. You have some more lower highs. I'll wait for maybe something like this to occur. If you can get like a top wick tap into like 4130, 4125, and then you make your way down, that'll be a lot nicer. And then we can look for sells coming down towards like these areas right below like 4110, coming down towards like 40.95, 40.90, down towards that support zone. All right, so it's either that or we get the the first initial reaction is at 41.68. And then for buys, I mean, buys I think could be doable. It's just like it's gonna require quite a bit of structure break. So I won't be looking for buys until, like, you know, I mean, who knows if we can get buys today, but like another 2,400 pips. You know, I'm gonna have to watch it drive up until it gets to the highs, and then that's when I'll start looking. But or maybe if you create enough structure, you could start getting them like in these ranges here, right? Like I'll say within this range, but still, that's still gonna have to be. We're gonna have to watch price drive up like 2,000 pips, minimum 2,000 pips. Watch it drive up, right? So preparing for a missed move in advance before the move happens. And then yeah, there are two ideas: just wick entry sells and then continuation, and that's it. All right, just be careful of 40.85 to 45.7. After that though, you should be clean. So if we can't get anything in this range coming down, that's fine. We'll miss out on this range, and then we'll look for more continuations down here, because below here you have clean traffic until the weekly zones, which is going to be 49.44. Right, that's down here, and that's the wick fill and everything. So that's gonna be pretty clean. 43, 49, 44. All right, chat. So that's basically kind of what I got today. Pretty straightforward. Looks like you have early volume 2. Yesterday came very late, right? I think volume came yesterday around like 9:30. First set of volume, and then the second set of volume came in around like 9:45 or something like that, right? Like an hour later. So it was a very late move yesterday, right here, and it wasn't much too. If you look back at it compared to what you've had overnight, like that was nothing, right? And then you range throughout like beginning of Asian, and then late Asian around like 10, 9, 10, 11. That's when you started to drive, and then kind of took a pause. I think I lied. It dipped down at 3 again, London, and then you pull back from late London until now. So NY Open should give you some movements in this price range. You thinking it will go up today? No, I do not think that it is going to go. You guys, no. It's not that I don't think it's gonna go up, or I do think it's gonna go up. I just don't know. So the only what I do know is what will be enough for me to look for a buy. I'm not thinking about where price is going, because my thoughts on where price could go has nothing to do with price action. It's like, for me, I'm thinking about, for me to get a move. I'm trying to emphasize this because like this is like where a lot of traders get confused. Like, I'm not expecting price to go up for me to get a buy. I'm not expecting to go down to get a sell. It's like, if I'm just drawing my screen, like where are the possible ideas that I could take, and it's gonna require like price to create like structure going up. And if it does, that's gonna be at least 2,000 pips is what I meant, right? At least 2,000 pips, you gotta move up until I make a decision, or until it comes to a point where we have options on the table to take buys, right? Like until we actually create structure, because that's like the break of structure point. If you look at this entire range here, you've been bearish for however long now, right? Like the whole year basically. But if you look at this, like this is the range we're in. This is the top of the range. So it's nothing wrong with taking buys going up from here up. It's just that I don't have any confirmations, confluences, because I'm looking at this from a bearish perspective. So for me to look at it from a bullish perspective, I need this to at least go up, break this high for one, right? So you look at all the levels you got to break, right? Like you got lower highs here, more lower highs here, more lower highs here. It probably won't be until the third one up there. So until you break this, create structure, break this, create structure, break this, create structure. So that's what I mean. Like if it were to shoot up like 2,000 pips, I'm looking for ideas, but it's not about the 2,000 pips, it's about the structure, right? So until it actually creates that structure to confirm that it's not heading down, I'll look for that buy. But looking at this from like just right now, like it looks like it's minimum, honestly, from here down to 40.86, or we can look for it if you do pull back up. If you push up first, what can't you sell? That's also going to be valid too, because you're expecting a reaction. In case price comes and continues up the opposite way, you'll get a higher low to continue up. So you taking a wick entry sell, you'll be able to take advantage of this move from this point to this point. If you were to be bullish, you'll win in that situation. If price were to be bearish, then you'll win in that situation as well, because you're looking for the first initial reaction. Because if it's continuation down, it'll be a lower high, right? So you gain entry there, you can get potential runners. And if it weren't to be a runner situation, at least you'll know that you'll get some type of reaction there, a higher low to continue, right? So that's why, like, very, very important you understand first initial reaction, not the second, not the third, right? That just means no structure going up is what you want to see. And yeah, that's the day, chat. That's pretty much it. I think it's pretty straightforward. It's like you cannot already have like direction and trend today and volume a little early. So now it's just about like continuing that move. Let me just mark this up one more time. Let me see if I'm missing anything, but it should be all. What can I draw? All right, I'll put that here, put that. Remember we used this too, chat? I think we used this on like, when was it? Oh yeah, we used this on Wednesday last week. Looking at these zones here off of those 2 weak points, and I actually rejected off those 2 weak points. And then I think that's it. Maybe one more. Sorry, chat camera tweaking. That's up, of course, but it means we're gonna get a trade. That's what it means and shit. I think I can probably put one more. I can probably divide this range up. It's pretty big. If we divide the range up, we're gonna use above or below, above or below, above or below. I'll leave it right there. Boom. Off of that zone too. Why not? All right, chat, and now we're just gonna chill out. Now we know, we have like ideas of what we want to see, right? We know if you were to continue down, what zone it'll tap. We don't know where it's gonna go, but we know that if it were to go up or down, we have zones and levels for it. So now we have that prepared, and those zones are marked up, and we're ready to go. Now it's just about waiting. And we mentioned how I do want to see, like, we can get again ideas from here down. It's just I do need to see some structure. So if you can come up towards like these areas right here, that'd be nice. 4128 at least, and then obviously reject, right? And you want to see it break the lows, pull back, hold, and then continuation. So it could be anywhere in this box. Could be continuation for us. But yes, we'll see when I enter, obviously. And then that's it. So let's see, we got, what do we got here? We got 42.68 and 39. So 42.68 right there. 43.68. Oops. $43.68, and then we got 42.38. That's near the leg candle right here too in the daily, but $42.38 true, and then 41.68, 40.85. 45, 45.7. Makes sense, chat? Maybe it makes sense. Maybe buy first entry would be 42.33. The buy still bearish. 42.33. Yeah, it's gonna be way above way above 41s. Yeah, I think more so above here, to be honest. 4300. Won't be until that structure breaks. Could be earlier. That really depends on how far you go down too, because if it changes everything up, right? Like this is why like I don't like make predictions like where price is gonna go, because I don't know where price is gonna go, honestly, chat. Like I just follow price, right? So if price comes down, breaks the lows first, that changes everything. Because then that now it's like if you were to come up, it's like that is your liquidity. Versus like if you were just to come from here, it's like it could be your higher low because you're not really breaking this right here. So you could look at it from like, oh shit, right? Like you can look at it from that, like this perspective. Oh shit, yeah, it could be like your higher low zones right here, boom. But could be. It's still like 65% that it could not. I'm just putting round numbers out to show examples, but if it were to like come all the way down like this, break the lows, come up back towards into the range, it's like, oh shit. It's like much higher chance, like probably like a 75 now, that this could be the move, or this could be the that could be liquidity to go up, right? So that's how I kind of see it. But in terms of like where it's gonna go, like I don't know, especially when you're in ranges too, you really don't know. Unless it's used like an EMA or something, then you might know. But, you know, I don't know. Spreads are pretty tight though. I think you got a top wick there, right? A small one, so that wasn't bad. Right here. Right around there. Penta, you might be out today, man. End of like a, how long was that? Like that has to be like 200 hours trade. Bar was clean too, but you only have 25 minutes left, chat. Yeah, you know. I think over 2 weeks. This has been 2 weeks. No, he got in on. Actually, yeah, it might be 2 weeks. It might be last one, two Wednesdays ago, right? 2 Wednesdays ago. Sheesh. See you in my nightmares. Thoughts on Euro GBP? Euro GBP? Why not? Why not? Let's take a look. Okay, I watched the World Cup games yesterday. Messi's really a GOAT. Messi really goated, man. He really goated. 2 goals. He scored every goal for Argentina. Whoa. What is this line here, though? True. When did I have that? Yo, this line has to come from. Does it show a date? No date. When did I draw this? 2021? Shit. I drew this chat in 2021. I traded this parent forever. I don't even know. I wonder how I was part of this trade. But wow, this is rangy. This is a weekly time frame too. Just buy, support, sell, resistance, honestly. No, don't do that. But that's a range, so you got some lower highs, but very slight. I'll honestly say it's just in the range. Honestly, I'll probably put like a zone here. I'll put something here. I will then also, let's remove that outline. I'll put that there. And then I'll put probably something here like that. And then now you can just divide the ranges up a little bit, right? It's like one massive range, and within that range you got range, and you got another range up here. You can even put one more zone probably around here too, so that it makes it like, okay, you got a range here, you got another range here, you got a range up here, you got a range down here. So you have different ranges, right? Let's see, 4-hour candle coming down. Wow, this is decent though. How much is this? 34 pip candle on the 4-hour candle. Wow. Why do you trade this pair again? Like, do you like torturing yourself or something? Why do you like trading this pair? This is like one of those pairs where like you are just like over trading and you ran out of pairs to look at, so you add this Euro GBP pair in hopes that it's gonna move of all the other pairs you're looking at too. Dead ass. But you have a bit of traffic into the very bottom here. I just off of this could be a heavy zone. I would say wait for structure to form. I wouldn't even look. Maybe I'll probably stay out of this range here. I'll wait for this to kind of break out. But that's the thing. You want to look for trades on the UGP today, probably, right? Not a swing trade. So it's a little tough because this is like the weekly, and the weekly looks like a monthly, or a weekly looks like a minute time frame. So like this is a 2-inch bit range, right? And what's next needs to be liquidity. So this is a drive, and this is now a range officially, right? So then next is like you need liquidity. Yeah, I need to come down, break the lows before you get a pullback to continue. You need to come down, break the lows, pull back to continue down, or you need to push up, fake back into the range, continue back down, or you need to push up, pull back, hold to continue. Those are the only 4 options for price. But what's next minimum is like breaking the highs or breaking the lows. So that's kind of how I'll view it when it comes to from a trending standpoint of Euro GBP. So that's the part we gotta kind of wait for, right? So maybe move on to the next pair, because this pair looks rubbish. Rubbish. Ball like I'm Kobe now. Jeez. Where is my cam? Do you only trade xauusd? Yeah, I only trade xauusd. How can I trade down to US? You can't, but you could trade futures. You can go GC on futures and it'll work. GC on futures. I think it's like expert point GC or something like that. So that's what a lot of the Americans trade. When you want to trade gold, these go futures. Basically same price movement. It looks a little different, but a little different. Oh my. Whoopie-doo. Stay, bro. Please stay. Wait, hold on. Did you tap? I think you tapped. No, I lied. 28 was what you wanted to see. But where is this blue zone drawn from? I don't remember drawing this blue zone. Did I just draw for fun? I think at least up there. Let me just unplug this real quick. All right, we're settled now. He said, shout out to Green. Shout out to Green. Anyway, it's talking about Messi, right? Yeah, Messi's got 2 goals yesterday. He scored like a 1v4. We got a body reaction pretty much since this 4-hour flipped. Where? Oh, if this is a leg candle, you mean? Yeah. I mean, wait, no, what are you talking about? We have a border since this 4-hour flipped. Wait, am I looking at the same one? Features. Features. True. Spreads are pretty tight, chat. It's pretty decent. I actually can't believe we got a trade yesterday though. In this range. Why is there a double me? Let me delete trade taking now. Cause we got the very bomb yesterday, I think, right? Kinda. We sold the bottom yesterday. And that's the thing about selling the bottom. If you follow the trend, like the thing is, like they tell you to follow the trend, and then they say don't sell the bottom. It's like, how are you gonna follow the trend, not sell the bottom? Then it makes no sense. If you are gonna follow the trend, you are gonna have to sell the bottom and buy the top. That's just how it works with trends, you know. So it's like there's a big conflict there. But that's why, like, you sell the bottoms, there's likely going to be continuation of bottoms as long as you have more traffic coming down. All right, because we always sell the bottom or buy the tops. Very rarely do we buy the bottom and sell the top. That's just not how the strategy works. The difference in gold futures GC looks the same. I think, yeah, it's a little different slightly. Let's see. Here we go. Go on GC gold futures, right? So it's a little different. It's going to weekly. Just a little different. Very similar though. Boom. Very similar. See? You know what's the difference? Like small gaps every now and then, but it's like very similar. The 4 hours might be different, right? They have different closures. This 4 hour looks, yeah, a little different. I posted a chart on Discord when you have a chance to check it out. Yeah, and the overseas one. Charts for Dawn. W crush. W crush. Let's see. Don, do you have analysis for this candlestick formation where the purple line is? I'm taking, let's see. Do you have analysis for this candlestick formation where the purple line is? I'm talking using logic and reasoning because I have an idea, but I want to hear your thoughts. That purple line, this candlestick formation, like, are you talking about these 3 candles here, or are you talking about the zone? Let me know. Those 3 candles, yeah, it's a bit of structure if you look at it. I mean, aside from that though, it's because it is this. It's like coming down. It's like a bit of structure. Nothing crazy though. That's a structure. So you do have like some steeper pullbacks in this yellow box. This is much steeper of pullbacks compared to this side. So it's also led to a much bigger continuation push though. So this looks like it's still continuing down right now. Like I'll just assume it is. What was this, AUD/USD, right? As for this, I don't know. It may be like, it could be useful for later, because if you were to get a correction of this range here, your next zone right after is a green zone, which is kind of what you pointed out. So that could be a top wick zone. So it could be a top wick zone for a pullback area before continuing down. I gotta see the other time frames really, but that I'm assuming that could be something. But the thing is, we don't know if it pulls back from here, or if it's gonna come down further. Right? I don't have I'm not looking at the other time frames right now. You see the bullish candle close, then the very next candle was bearish. You see the bullish candle closure? Yeah, this one. Yeah, what about it? This is a leg candle, that bullish candle. This is a leg candle. Awkward silence. I'm just gonna wait until you answer. So what happened to the buyer's order? It never went up, right? This is I don't know. I don't look at it from like a buyer's order or like from a seller's order perspective to begin with. So I'll look at that as just like I drew it out what I saw. I'll look at that as structure. It's just like this right here. Like I saw it as just structured. I don't look at it from like a buyer's or institutional standpoint like that. It could be for sure, but like this right here, I think it's just a bit of structure, just a tiny bit, barely. It's like the same structure you had here. There's not much significant movement between this and this. This maybe a little more, because you see how it's wider of a range. Like the size, look, the size of this is like wider. Boom. Versus this, like this is almost two ranges combined. So it has been getting more volatile, and at the end of it, and then you had this massive push just now that happened. So now it's like, can you continue down? Or if you correct, like this could be seen as like some type of resistance zone. I could see that. So like if you were to, you can put that into the same sentence too, to be honest. Like if you were to come down, or if you were to pull back from here and you were to create resistance, if you're looking at it from like institutional order flow, whatever, like you can use this as like oh, this is where they're collecting buyers at, you know, like, oh, this is where they're collecting buyers at. Like I would see it as just a top wick, honestly, just a resistance and a top wick, but I could align with that same logic too. So I don't expect a big reaction there. No, this is literally what I would expect. Following this trend, I'm looking at this strip as just continuation, because there hasn't been anything significant to tell me that it's not. Like I gotta go into AUD/USD and look at the next clean traffic area down below, but assuming you haven't tapped it yet, you still have range until that point. If you do pull back though, this could be a zone that you could react at, and then after a pullback, it's like, I don't know if it's gonna continue, I don't know if it's gonna come back down, but this could be a reaction zone, right? So it's kind of like how I have it on gold. Like if you were to pop up on gold right now, we get a wick entry sell at this yellow zone, which is kind of where you have your purple line at. But I don't know, like I don't know if like trading isn't like, oh, I know it's gonna go up here and then reject and then come back up and then grab these orders up here and then come down. Like I don't know, that's like way too much. That's way too ahead, right? It's like to know whether this is gonna come up towards the yellow zone, I need to know if we're gonna bump into a zone. You know what? Let me just check out AUD/USD for you. Let me just do that. I'm kind of invested now. Let's see. AUD/USD. I want to see if you're like approaching a zone or not. AUD/USD. What time is it? 1 hour time frame you sent? 1 hour time frame. AUD/USD. Is this a zone maybe? Let's find out. Yeah, so this is just straight bearish, right? Like you can see that's you had a range, and this is just drive situation now. So any pullbacks could be a wick entry sell. So yeah, that could be a zone, but you can also just move that zone down too as you come down to create, like if price were to just continue, you just move that zone down, that purple zone you had, which is like I think up here, right? That's your purple zone right here. You can just move it down towards here as you make more lows, because that's the thing, you don't know when this is gonna end, right? I think looking at this though, hold on, let's just move this to the right real quick, and then let's delete this like that. Boom. Okay, so on the 1 hour time frame, where do you have clean traffic till? Right there. So put that there like that. Boom. This is pretty good. This is like gold kind of. Amount of resistance right around here, so that could be a top wick zone right there. Boom. You can just kind of connect that with this right there. Boom. You can go here. Boom, 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 boom. Right below here too, little gap there, so maybe a little lower if you want. Boom, or a little higher, my bad. So let's go back on this now, and that happens to be the same exact zone, right? Look, that purple zone. So yeah, if you do get a reaction, here's the thing though, you still have range coming down, but it doesn't need to come down towards here to pull back towards there. it can pull back towards here before it comes down. So I think this regardless is gonna be a good wick entry sell zone. Again, I don't know about like collecting orders from that standpoint because I don't trade like that. But from like a top wick standpoint, like there has been like reactions here, right? So that's a pretty key zone when you get a top wick, yeah. Like right here, you can see like lots of rejections there or reactions there. RPT keep. But yeah, I'll look at that. Yeah, let me know. And this is the thing too, if it comes down further, like what's gold doing by the way? Is it just kind of coming down? Yeah. If it comes down further, like if it just continues to make new lows, then you just move that zone further down. Like if it gets to a point where it breaks below 6900 or 69, then you can move your top wick zone from like this yellow zone down to like maybe here, because now you're looking at it from this perspective, right? Those highs instead, and it could be a 69.527 instead of a 69.7. But yeah, you're trending, so it's good. Fake out, yeah, gold could be a fake out here. What do you think about TP there? What was this again? I can't see the price, Benzo. Yeah, send the prices. What is this? 4, 1, 30, 15. I don't know. I think at least there should be good for 98. Yeah, I think I said to you, if it's been a swing trade, honestly, I don't see why you can't try to attempt like a 3800. Like as a, or 3904. Like if it's a swing, I don't know, because you already said you lower a lot, so might as well just turn it into a swing, no? Because you got on the wrong lot size. So you might as well just swing it, because it's been like 2 weeks since you've been holding. And yeah, these are lower highs here. Then you have, I mean, maybe like a little bit of struggle here, but then you can just trail stops anyways, right? You'll be in profit by then. Management point at 4,000 flat. 40.25, 40.10 flat around there, and then continue TP at 49.04 and just continue trailing on like the higher time frame since it's a swing. That should be pretty good, because once this clears, GG's, you're like TP'd. You'll be TP'd. All right. Yeah, 98 too could be valid. Same. Chat, 4-hour candle close. Bullish, no bottom wick here. I think for a fact, me in the past would have taken a sell just for a bottom wick, right? But yeah, no bottom wick here, so it's still a bullish closure. It's below the range though, so what you could do, or what price could do, is it could just reject, fill like 3/4 of the wick, maybe half, maybe full, I don't know, but it can fill the wick, go up, and still come down because it's still below the zone, right? You filling the wick doesn't mean you're bullish. It just means that you're like off the candle closure. It's like you're holding the resistance. So if you're below the resistance and you come up like this, it's still nothing significant, right? What will be significant and what will have an impact is maybe if you do this. Okay, that. Because then off of the smaller time frame, like in this area, either if you have like structure going down and coming up, right? Because this is the 4, so you can't see it on the small time frame. But that'll be an issue. That'll have a significant impact. But if it's just like this, top wick, it's like any given point, it can flip. And if it flips, it looks like that. And that's your continuation, right? So I do want to get in coming down here. It's just like I gotta find a way to read this structure. And I wanted to see earlier like a 27, 25, I think. All right. So let's see, maybe 30-minute leg candle fill here. Maybe that could be a top wick too. Maybe. You think we're coming down right now? Maybe. I'm waiting for a top wick to get my cells coming down. Like I don't think it's coming down or coming up. I don't know. I can try to answer a chat, but if I honestly like if I'm answering those questions, it's just like it's not really my best like analysis. It's just kind of like a clip, you know? That's what a lot of streamers do, just clip. So my honest answer is I don't know. Honest answer, I don't know. But if it comes up like this, comes back down, it's like, okay, now I have a better idea. And that's when I'm looking for my positions, right? But from here, I don't know. It might not even create a top wick. That's the thing. It might just come down. But I think that's the difference maybe between like chasing price and like chasing your positions. Because if you chase your positions, like you're not really worried about what price is doing. Like the moment you ask is like kind of a little too late, right? But if you like are chasing your positions and chasing your plays that you're gonna take, you're just drawing out your plays, and then it's a matter of like if price can fill in those shoes or not, right? If price can like follow those lines, and you get positions. If it's not, then it's a little difficult. I get that people might enter based on what you said. Yeah, for sure, bro. People hear like the word buy, huh? You know, and like, yo, it's crazy. But yeah, the words are very sensitive. But it's not even that. It's also just I don't know. When I was like a little less, when I was like more like unexperienced, I would think I would know. Like, oh, I think it's gonna go up here and then go down, and then go up. It's like, how you know that? It was just assumptions, really. Right? But now it's like I have a better understanding, like with experience of like what I do know and like, or like what I'm waiting for. Like I know the difference now between like what I'm actually waiting for versus like just assuming. Because we can assume here, gold's gonna go up, it's bullish, it's bounced off of 40 EMA. Sure, it could. Someone else to say, yo, gold's bounced off the 80 EMA though. The 80 EMA is much bigger of a number than the 40 EMA. So this should be more valid of a push. Yo, but this is also a Fibonacci retracement. You know? I do know this is a bullish candle. That is a bullish candle right there. And this is also opening up right now with the top wick first. So could this wick get filled? Could. Not it will, chat. Someone right now like, oh, wick fill? Enter. Relax. 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 But yeah, it should be very like, you know, planned for, and just trading should be relaxed, chat. Shouldn't be too like high cortisol, too much thinking, because you let your trades come to you. Too much thinking is like when either one, you're in drawdown, too much thinking, which is normal, but or too much thinking before you get in. If you're thinking too much before you get in, I suggest you not get in. Because it should come naturally. Or even like when it comes to like my win rate. I saw a comment this morning like, oh, I heard someone say like, if you have a 93% win rate, you can't call it a day after you take a loss because you're just chasing the 90% win rate. And I was like, well, I think it gets to a point though where like you're not even worried about like win rate, because honestly, chat, win rate is like useless. Like we have like this year a 91% win rate. If we take one loss, that's 1,700 pips. It's useless. Win rates are useless, literally useless. What matters though is like your percentage gains, right, and losses per trade. But like that's the thing, like it's not really like a forceful thing. Like when I get into a trade, I'm not thinking about, oh, this strategy is profitable because I have a 91% win rate, because that's not gonna make up my next trade. I'm thinking like, what is the most logical thing I can do here? Like what is the next support that price can go down to? If so, where can I manage price at? Right, if it goes against me, where can I manage it at? That's what I'm thinking about before getting into my trade. Not like, oh, I have a 9% win rate, so the trade should be good. Maybe before, right? But then that's the thing. Like as you gain more experience, you get like much more just calm, and these things don't like matter to you as much. Cause it's just a win rate, you know. I think this might be off though. Why do I say 51%? No, that should be good. It's going to 38.88. Shit. I'll see you next week when you tell me I told you so. So yeah, it's still bearish. I can see it. I have like a 39, and then below 39 you have like 34, but that's gonna have to break below here. Don, the chart on my broker shows the new 4 opens at 10 a.m. for you. Since the chart are different, doesn't it low-key mislead the traders? No, because if you're like, if you've been lied to your whole life by looking at like, not really lied to, let's say, but like, let's say like on your broker, you've been looking at the 5 p.m. market close, and then for some brokers they close at 6. This is a different rollover time for that broker, right? But if you've been like lied to where you've only known one type of closure your whole life, you've only used one broker, then your mind is trained to look at candles on those time frames. It doesn't matter. If you go on a different broker that has a different time, and like it's whatever you're adjusted to. It doesn't matter if it's like a different rollover close, because it's the same candles that print at the end of the day. Does that make sense? Like for futures, I think they close at 10. For me, it's 9. Right, so instead of like 9, 5, 1 for futures, it's gonna be 10, 4, and 2. 10, 4, 2 a.m., 10, 4, 2 p.m. is every 4-hour closure. So if you've been trading on futures and you're used to looking at those time closures, nothing changes. If you know about someone else that uses like that, because then that's like saying like, oh, I only use the minute, the 5, and then lately what's been trending is like the 3-minute time frame on like social media. Everyone's been using the 3-minute time frame. So all of a sudden now I'm like FOMO over the 3-minute time frame. It's like, nah, I'm just used to using the 5 and the 1. That's kind of what I've been using, right? So same thing. It's like if you've been using the 10, you can use the 10. I don't think it's a misled though. I think it's the same shit. It's just, this is an indication, or this is an indicator, right? These candlesticks, they're all indicators of what's happening on price. Either way, you get the same information if you have different closures or not. Because chat, this is why it's not like if you see a wick fail, you take a wick fail. If you see a gap, you take a gap. If you see no bottom wick, you can't just assume that these things are gonna cause so and so. Like, you know how in the past we have no bottom wick, lower chance of you coming down. Not a 100% no chance of you coming down. So same thing. It's like you still gotta put other time frames together. right? Like, you can't just see a wick fill up here and be like, oh shit, fuck my analysis. I'm just gonna look for a wick fill right here. There's a missing wick fill up there. Like, when do you ever do that, right? So same thing, like if you have a different closure, if your 4-hour closure, mine look like this, right? And then yours will close in about 4 to 5 minutes. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It kind of looks like this right now. That's your 4-hour closure right now. If it closes in 4 to 5 minutes, that's how it's gonna look. Mine looks like that. So is that misleading really? Like if you just draw it where it is, like that, boom, you go into 4, yours might look like that. It's still the same idea behind like this. You can just kind of block this candle out. It's invisible really. Going back to what we said earlier. And then this right here is like your resistance. So as long as you're holding 4168, you can still come up for a top wick before coming down on both time frames. Either if you look at it from my POV on my Owanda chart or from your 10 a.m. closure. Does that make sense? It's like you closing bullish here for me versus like bearish for you makes no difference because the structure is still like a massive move down and a pullback. And now we're trying to figure out either if you're going to pull back further before coming down or if we're just going to come down from here. But either way, like this closure versus this doesn't have any significant impact. Maybe if yours closes like this or something, like in the next 4 or 5 minutes, this thing drives up. Sure. You know, but it's the same thing. It's the same candle. Same movements. You're coming down pretty decent here though, Trap. Let's see. I want to see a little better, but it's not bad. It looks like it's just continuing this like move here. It's the same move over and over again. So let's see, like in these situations, right? Chat, what do you want to see? Let's see who's been locked in. So you know how like whenever we talk about like smaller time frame ranges, because we've done this countless times. When you have like range, or range drive, what do you want to see that changes the cycle up? What's the move that you want to see occur? Whenever you have like, for instance, like right now, like range, or my bad, drive, pullback, range, drive, pullback, range, drive, pullback, range, drive, pullback, range, drive. What do you want to see? Like there's a certain word that I say. Drive. Yo, you locked in, bro. You know, that's what I'm talking about, man. This is exactly why I show up every day. Because when it starts reflecting like this, bro, yes, drive. Double drive. Yeah, double drive. Because that's next. If you get now a drive and a drive, that breaks the entire cycle up. That's like the first time you do something different now. And that's when you want to look for continuations, right? And you have clean traffic. Yo, you guys are learning, bro. W. Only 2 months in, too. 8 more months, and I'm sure more people will have answers. W though. Yeah, drive. Full margin, drive. But yeah, drive, like, for those that don't know, like, it's gonna look like this. Like, you see how you've been kind of like, it's been drive, pullback, range, drive, pullback, range, or range, drive, pullback, range, drive, pullback, range. It hasn't been consistent, right? So what will be consistent? What if you get a drive? This is a drive. And then you get another drive. All of a sudden, it's like for the first time, you're doing something significant. And you can probably look at it and say, oh, there's a range there, and you get a breakout, right? Which could be that too. But on a smaller time frame, you can look at it from both of those perspectives, right? You can put this as a range here, and below here you get a breakout, right? You can use this as two in the 2-in-1 type of situation where like this is a range, and you can understand, okay, below here you have a high chance to break out. So then you can also go in the minute and be like, okay, cool. If you also get a breakout, or if you also have a breakout below there, and in the minute you get a drive, put 2 and 2 together, that's like 2 confluences now in one. Spreads, everything too. So yeah, we might not get a top wick, but I do want to see some type of pullback, you know? Chat, it's either that, you get a drive, or what else could break the cycle up is like you get liquidity. I think some people say liquidity too. You're not, like, that's correct too. That is also a possibility. If you get liquidity where you come up, break, that's a break of this entire cycle too, because for the first time you're actually breaking the previous highs, right? So far you're holding. So if you break the previous highs, like, that should lead to something significant. So that's also true. Very true. W. So 4-hour candle, no bottom wick coming up here, right? So this could be some type of reaction zone. We took the same position here the other day too. I just took that in right here. Yo, help me a ton done. Appreciate it. No problem, man. I'm just trying to get like more, trying to fill the gaps. Like, I'm trying to see where my like, because I know our stuff's like not really too advanced, but the way I might be explaining it might sound way too advanced, or it might sound like too much. So I'm trying to find a way to simplify it. If I can simplify it, GG's. Let's take over. Oh, PMI news? Is there news today I'm missing out on? Today is... You had a bunch of PMIs for pound and euro. Not much for US dollar though. Oh, I lied, 945 PMI, yeah. Orange folder. Could the market be waiting for that? Maybe. That is in 24 minutes. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Could be. It's the only folder of the day, so it could have an impact. So reaction off the bottom wick zone. Let's see. If you get a pullback, could be these top wick areas right here. What's up, Wicked? Dig deeper. Dig deeper. Damn, rejection. Right off the 4. I think this is a seller replay too. I think that's probably why I said it earlier. Like a couple years ago, I probably would have a sell stop there. But I never broke. But I think that is a sell replay a couple years ago. You know, honestly, chat, the old playbook is like, I wouldn't even say an issue with it, but it's just vague, right? It's like, remember, it's like that's like all the things I knew when I was like 4 years ago, 2021, we dropped that playbook. So obviously, you know, like 4 extra years of trading is like more experience, and then there's more like layers to it now. It's just normal. Because trading is like, if you're really, you know how every trader says like, oh, you're always a learner. You're always a learner until the playbook advances. Now it's like, huh? What is this new stuff done? It's like, didn't we all always agree on the fact that we're always learning? We're always like improving, learning, trying to improve. So yeah, things will advance too, right? You add more layers over the years. Like, you know, year 1 you might see a wick fill. Year 2 you might see a wick fill as, I don't know, equilibrium or something. You might have equilibrium on the opening of a candle for a top wick, and then you get continuation down to fill the wick. I don't know. Like year 3 you might look at just like simple drive range liquidity or whatever. But yeah, I was improve the idea. Or like maybe year 1 you might see this as a double bottom. Year 2, you know, you see this as a range. So it's just things you put your focus on. Phil is 30 lead now. 30 lead. Where? True. Right here. This is the 30 lead. Why traders not trading XEU Euro or CAD or GBP? Why is it always USD? I think it's a trend thing. Like, think about it. I don't know. But I think it's a trend thing. I don't know, like, I've seen people trade XUSD, so I kind of just start, when I picked gold, I just picked USD too. You could trade a Euro, CAD, GBP, for sure. Does it look the same though? Should look the same. Just different currency. Yeah, I don't know, exact same. Like for the most part. Let's see if I measure this. Should be the same. Pretty similar. Anyone else trade anything other than XAU USD? Like XAU GBP, XAU Euro? Surely less stressful, no Trump tweets? You're right. It could be true. But that could be true. But like, fuck. What is it really a Trump tweet that's driving it, or is it a predetermined move? Because why does it look the same on XU GBP then? You know? Because people only look at like or blame Trump whenever they're in drawdown. Like, oh fucking Trump, man, this guy took me out. Nah, bro, that shit's predetermined, bro. Shit's predetermined. It's just Trump was the person that just moved it. It was supposed to go there. Jur 30, you gotta be on steroids. Jur 30 is like US 30 on steroids. That pair is different. Different breed. Different breed. You're moving like hundreds of pips per second. Like, is this like a 1,100? This is a 100 pip move. Or 1,000 points. So yeah, 100 pips. This pair is different. What fails range on lower time frame and lower time frame range, and we see it as liquidity direction, so we know wherever to take that wick for or not. Yeah, it's more in depth over the years. In depth. Yeah. Nas? Yo, what's some SpaceX at? A little slowdown, right? As expected. Huh? Wait. No way they fucking launched a coin live, bro. Bro became a trillionaire of launching this coin, SpaceX coin. Bro, this thing just went down to 0. Actually, no, there's probably some. This is only 154. So like there's invisible pricing here, right, chat? It's gotta be. I don't know. Whenever there's things that are hyped, no matter if it's like, you know, whatever it is, like I just try to, if you're not gonna be in it and get out of it quick, there's no point of just investing your time and energy into, and this thing just opened up into something that's like hyped. Wait until the hype dies down, see if it's still alive. That's why it's gold. Gold's like, no matter if things are hyped or not, gold's always gonna move. Gold's always stable. It's gold. But when things are hyped, like I try to stay out until it sells down. Once it's like a couple months go by, a couple years go by, okay, cool, lock in. You know, I like to buy the bottom and sell the top, or buy the top and sell the bottom, not try to get in at the bottom. I think 125 is the RPO opening price, or true. So yeah, not really at 0. 125 is down here. You said NAS 100. Leg candle on the 30-minute count, chat. On gold. Let's see, you get a pullback here. So if this is a leg candle fill, you'll see it happen. Now you have this. So yeah, we want to see that blue zone break below. The pullback could be a lot better though. I want to see this break. Now it's 100. This is a one big range here, huh? Let's see. Boom. Boom. Is this all-time highs? Yep, all-time highs. You remind me of the movie Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Interesting. Cloudy with a chance of, how come? What happened in that movie again? Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs? What happened in that movie? What was the plot?
Since he was a little boy, Flint Lockwood dreamed of being a famous inventor.
Remote-controlled television!
The trouble was, his inventions tended to be a little unusual.
Ratbirds! What's going on, little guy?
Squeakle, squeakle, squeak!
But a guy like Flint never, ever gives up.
Flint.
Hi, Dad!
Something's wrong.
Oh,
Then one day, he made an incredible discovery.
Conversion of water into food. Networking power grid. Yes! Everyone is going.
Bro, no way when you see me you think about this.
This fall,
Network and power grid.
if you have a hunger for excitement
Lecandle.
and an appetite for adventure, prepare to get served.
It really works!
I actually never watched this movie. I want to watch this now, low key.
Mamma mia.
Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. In mouth-watering
That's fucking crazy. That's fucking funny. I never seen it. No, I didn't see this. I was watching Toy Story yesterday though. I haven't seen this one. Chat, was Toy Story 5 good? I want to watch that. I'm gonna add that to the list. Might be onto something. Taking the kids to watch Toy Story 5 tonight? W. I want to watch it too. I was watching the old ones yesterday. What am I on again? Gold. Toy Story 5 is trash. Trash. Just as the hairstyle. Are you watching old ones? I just want to catch up because I don't remember the plot for the fourth one. And then my girl and I watched them, so we're just trying to catch up on them. Toast it. I forgot most of them. What we're watching? Nah, I don't know. Maybe I don't. Nah, I mean, number 3 is decent. Number 3 was good. I don't know though. As a kid, watching them was different. Honestly, just go watch the new one. You get the plot. It's the same plot over and over. Who's playing today, chat? Wow, we lost 200 viewers because we watched Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. Man, if you're not watching Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs trailer with me, why do you deserve to take a copy trade from my stream then? FIFA, Portugal, Uzbekistan, England and Ghana. That might be a good game. Panama, Croatia again? Oh no, that's not again. That's a good game. Yo, we got some good games today. Colombia and DR Congo. Cinema today. Chat, y'all think Ronaldo's gonna score a goal today? I never knew Ronaldo was a ball hog. I didn't know. I didn't know he's a ball hog. Penaldo. Chat, who's that? I don't know if you guys watch. You know that guy? You know that one guy? He's like bald. Shit, hold on. I need a better way to explain this. You know, what's that guy's name? Zlatan? The football player? Zlatan, right? Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So, who's that other guy that's always with them nowadays on like the post game shows on like Fox? There was Speed. He was with Speed. Henry. Yeah, I saw Henry break down the was Henry nice? What's his name? What's his full name? Henry what? Henry Danger? Theory Henry. Was he nice? Damn, chat quick every time I talk about football. Sheesh. You being rude, bro? Bro, I'm not being rude. I don't watch football. At least I'm saying football and not soccer. I don't watch football. I only know my favorite player in football of all time is Iniesta. Iniesta. And if it were to be Messi and Ronaldo, I'll pick Messi. Iniesta is my favorite player. I'm not even being rude. I just didn't watch football, bruh. But Iniesta, goated. Iniesta. And I like, what's that Italian football player? Balotelli? I fuck with Balotelli too. He drippy. Pronunciations are cooked. Henry. Is it not Henry? What is it? Who did he play for? Barcelona in 2014. I think he spent majority of his career in Barcelona, right? I only know because I used to play FIFA. FIFA 12, FIFA 11, FIFA 13, FIFA 14 on the PSP. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all don't watch. No one here watches hockey. So the only way I can relate to you guys if I talk about football, I gotta learn football. Cause no one here watches hockey. Hockey is, I guess, a dead sport in Europe, not America. Monk has a photo of Balotelli. W Balotelli. All right, yo. Chat, we're coming up, man. Yo, we're actually coming up. We tapped the what do you call it? We tapped 25 minimum. So we wanted to see a tap. And remember how I was talking about how like you want to see like liquidity or drive, like anything other than just this motion. Look. It's breaking. It's actually breaking the previous structure highs. So this should lead to more volume. It should lead to more volume. So if there's more volume, shit, we might get some movement soon. And it's 9:43 too, so it's not too late, but let's see. So now it's a matter of like whether you could push above here or not. If you can push above here, Chad, then we can start looking for wick entry sells. Remember? Wick entry sells. 4168, 4157, 4160 in those areas. You play hockey in Sweden? You know William Nylander? That's my favorite player. Or one of my favorite players. Mats Sundin in Swedish. William Nylander. And his brother. Oliver Ekman Larsson, Swedish. The whole team is Swedish. Zlatan is Swedish? For real? No way Zlatan is Swedish. Is chat Zlatan? Oh, he is Swedish. Holy. Zlatan is the guy who had that crazy bicycle kick, right? The bicycle kick? Like from half court or something? Half field?
With a view to trying to prize him away from Crystal Palace. View to trying to prize him away from Crystal Palace. Well, Hart didn't quite get that right.
This is actually nuts. This is actually like crazy. Oh, he got from Sweden. Yeah, he does play Sweden.
Well, Hart didn't quite get that right. Look at that. That is absolutely astonishing. You won't see a better goal than that this season. He's got all four, and Sweden have rather embarrassed him in the second half here. Go very far. You have to do it, Ibrahimovic. And in fact, he's
Damn. Didn't Ronaldo have one of those too? Hold on, what's that one clip of Ronaldo? Ronaldo had something like that too. No, Ronaldo had one where he jumped mad high, right? Like he jumped like 30 inches in the air or something. Like that was actually crazy. Or no, his header is like mad. Is this the one? Oh my. The Zlatan one's better though. This one. Like chat, how big is, how tall is 293 meters? That's like 45-inch vertical, bro.
That's when I put on my makeup and drown in self-hatred, forget what I'm saying. Where the beat go? Oh, ain't that something? Drums came in, you ain't see that coming. Hands on my head, can't tell me nothing. Got a taste of the
holy. This guy was not human made, bro. This guy was made in a lab. Made in a lab. What was it? 2.93 meters to inches. Oh no, that's not off ground though. I had a 40-inch vert. Nah, I lied. I had like a 30. I had a 30-inch vert. 30-inch vert. Show me your jump yesterday. We gotta post a video on YouTube. What reaction waiting for here? We're waiting for this blue zone to break now, and then after that, I'm assuming if it breaks, you can have clean traffic. I don't know if it's gonna go up, so I don't have buys here. Like I don't have buys until like a minute, like until like at least up here, like until we break through enough structure. So it's really far. I'm not even thinking about that yet. But if this is the first breakout above, what we could get is we can get wick entry sells. So that's what I'm waiting for. If you can like just push up here, tap into these ranges, boom, wick entry sells. Now, here's the thing. I don't know if it's going to be here. It might just not even come up. It might just reject. And if it does reject, at least now you have more information, because if you were to come down now and flip, you have a leg candle right here that hasn't been filled on a 30-minute time frame, like this slightly right here. So below there, that's when you start looking for the body reaction, the rebreak, and then maybe we can get sells below here. So this is not bad. Like, even though this is going up, like this sets you up for to move down. If you were to come down later, it gives you an idea there. And then if you were to just rip up, then anywhere between, like, honestly, here and here could be, I think right there, anywhere between 41.68 and 41.55 could be wick entry sells. So still need a little bit of a push, like at least 200 pips, but very key. You want first initial reaction. So if you like come up and you create like structure, it's gonna be a little tough. If you do something like that, it might be a little tough. So you do want to see it come up constantly in one constant motion, and then that's your wick entry sell, right? Because then even if this were to be bullish, chat, this would be a higher low for you to go up. And if it were to be bearish, then amazing, you come back into the range. But you're expecting that first initial reaction. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I'm looking for next. And that could be soon maybe. It looks like there's volume here. All right, it's starting to glitch. This move up is kind of mid though, but could be a lot better. Could pick up on this second half. And if it comes down, it should be a quick pop too, because like it took a minute to come up here, right? Had or have? I don't know. I think I still have like a decent vert. But I'm getting old, bro, so you know, my athleticism is starting to decline. One hour leg candle wick fill? Where? 1 hour leg candle wick fill? I don't see one. Maybe down here I see one. Is that what you're talking about? Any work apart from training done? No. This is my full-time career. Let's see, chat. Get ready. Hold on. If we get positions, what are we gonna use the stops though? That's the thing. Yeah, up here should be good. 1730. 43.36 could be stops if you get first initial reactions. Chat, it could be quick, okay? Like, especially if this thing just glitches up here, just get ready, because it could be even here too off of these areas. You're looking for the first initial reaction, right? But yeah, not at least another like 140 at least. So just be ready. And then if stops with 1700 pips, I think I could use a 0.06 lot. And then TP, could we get a runner today? I think so. I think runners for wick entry sales are more doable. So yeah, we could try a runner. I mean, we could try like a 130 or 150 50p. I don't know about past the blue zone, but you can try somewhere here. I'm assuming first initial reaction, we can probably get something here. And that could be a good trail stop zone. So I think 60 pips trail stops. BE is probably going to be like a lot sooner. Maybe here. If you get one here, wick entry sells, B's could be around there. 23 pips. And then below there is trail. And then just continue trailing the way down. Alright, so yeah, you want this to push up. And if you guys are asking me why do I get buys up, because I don't know if it's going to go up. I do know that if it does go up, that could lead to my position though. But I don't know about the move up. But that's also why if we can't get the wick entry sells, and let's say it comes down from here, then we can look for sells below here, right? That's also valid. Not as exciting as a wick entry, but still a pretty valid move. Wait, you said leg candle on the 1. Did I miss it? 5. This one? I might not have it on mine. Breathe. You know that Zach Bia meme? Can you do analysis of the video? Maybe after this. We might be getting positions soon. Low pullback. Let's see. I didn't use the RR check. Give me like a minute. I was like, what if I go to the washroom and this thing just spikes up? Change of trend. I guess it's uptrend now to 4119. I don't know if it changed trend. I think it's still bearish, but like, cause you know, like if you just kind of zoom out a little bit, you look at this entire move, and then you look at this like pullback here. It's like, is that really a change of trend? Like, or is this a change of trend? Like, if you break that high, okay. Now we're kind of talking, like, you know, this has like no impact on price here. It could lead to impact though, but I don't know about change of trend. Change of trend a little, you know, a little too aggressive. Leg candle plays. I have a video coming out this week on my YouTube. For sure this week. I'm gonna drop it. Leg candle should be coming out. But sorry, Don, what stops again? 4336. We could try this, but honestly I think this should be good. This structure, like if it breaks this, yeah, it's up there. What are you guys talking about, gatekeep? Chat, what do you guys want to see more of? Aside from leg candles though, I feel like I have a video that covered everything that I do. Like the only video I'm missing maybe is intuition. But I can't, like, intuition comes with just experience. That's not something I can really teach, right? But the strategy, I think I've like basically given everything on the YouTube live streams. If you really want exact definitions, man, Divas 02 might be the way to go. That's where you can actually learn and everything, like from start to finish. But it's a lot of it is just, it comes down to just Reps, consistency, reps. Discipline comes with having a playbook, so that should be pretty easy to solve, right? And yeah, once you have a playbook, that's your discipline right there that you fix. How many years you trade now? 8. Or about to be 8. 7 going into, like, about to be 8, basically. Man, I can't believe 8 years, though. 8 years every day. Every day, like, no breaks. No breaks. Almost like I'll say, like, 85, maybe even 90% of Monday to Fridays since 8 years ago. I've been on live stream trading or in my group. But yeah, always trying to find a way to get better, or adding reps up. Actually, not even trying to get better, but you get better naturally if you just show up every day. You don't have to force yourself to get better, chat, you know? It's not something you can really force, but over time you just kind of learn this, pick up that, and then, you know, that's part of intuition too. But yeah, that's the difference between someone in their 8th year versus someone in their 1st year. They just don't have that intuition yet, and they don't have that much experience yet, but it's just time, you know? That's just time. So no rush on that, and you'll be good. Swing highs and swing lows. Rejected EMA 200. True. What? Don't tell me this blue zone I had here was your EMA 2, is it? Penzo, I think your Polish Wi-Fi is bugging out because I don't see any GIFs you're playing. Oh, there you go. On average, how many trades that take a month? What's up, Huey? I saw your DM, bro. I'll hit you up after. Sounds cool. How many trades that take a month? Let's see. I think like 9, 3, 6, 9, 12. 9 to 12 trades a month. Yeah, like I linked this yesterday again, but yeah, like I'll say, I don't know, we started off taking a lot more last year, but this year has been a lot less because I don't think we picked up yet. It was a different market cycle last year, right? But like I don't know, 3 trades a week on average. Yeah, look at our RR chat. Our RR is so positive that we're losing 0.03. No, that's just a break-even trade. BE days. And then a loss is coming right here. Boom. Negative 50% month in January. Next month, 20. 10. 5. 9.4. 6.3. And that's how it's been this year. This month so far. That's how it's going. Yeah, so 2 losses so far. 1 loss here, and then the other loss here. The reason why this loss is so big is because I had to. This is when I was using fixed lots. So with like after this, we adjusted our lots. It became a more percentage focus. So I think our max loss now should be around 25, not 40 though. 25. 20 and 25%. I'm trying to lower that as we go on over the years too. But yeah. That is sure insights. How many losses take a month on average? That I don't know. Because we don't take enough losses to know per month. But on this account, we took 2 losses. I don't know. That's the thing. I need to sample size my losses too, but we haven't had the. They haven't came as often. This app free. They have a free version, and then I think if you want more than 3 months, it's gonna be, and there's a payment. But I was just testing it out for my my boy, because he owns it, and I made a bill with it, and it just kind of popped. Can we push here? It's a little bit of structured chat, but still, you gotta move 130 more pips. 130 for us to get a sell, not a buy. Not a buy. Maybe today, chat, is a day we hit 2.7K. And then end of the month, in about a week from now, I'm gonna have to make a withdrawal, you know? I gotta withdraw 30% of my profits for the month. Did not say when we'll do next sim? Yeah, either end of this month or the first week of July, but within the next 2 weeks for sure. Probably on Saturday, same time. Diviso 1 simulation. I think we're undefeated on the simulations too. That's really how it came together. It was one time when me and Wicks hopped in a sim. Like, this is like 2020, end of 2023, and this is when I first introduced the 5 time frame. And I was like, yo, I found something, bro. And then I hopped in the sim, and then like I took the trades that I was talking about, and then that's when we introduced the 5, and everyone was kind of like, why are you trading on the 5, Don? It's such a low time frame. And I was like, I don't know, I get information out of the 5, you know? But I'm also using the other time frames as well. And then after the 5, you know, I started using the minute. I think a couple months later, I started using the minute with the 5 with the other time frames too. And then from there, it was kind of just like GG's. But I remember, every time you introduce something new, you know, everyone's gonna be like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that now? It's the same thing. It's the same thing with the playbook. Everyone's like, why is it a new playbook? Why can't it just be the old playbook? You know, it's just experience. That goes with everything. You know, people don't like change or new concepts, but it doesn't take that much to pick up chat. It's like maybe a couple months of locking it in, you'll get the foundation. Yeah, if he has, you also have MT5 too. MT5 shows stats as well. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, like I've used this to make videos because this is what I feel like a lot of people would just use now. So like they could read this better. If I were to show my spreadsheet that I want to show, this is not gonna get as much clicks as this. It's the same trading, it's just like this is harder to read, right? Or like more complex to read. So you gotta really make it simple. And that's what I'm trying to do too. Because I know the strategy right here is not as complicated as it may seem, chat. It's a pretty straightforward strategy. I just gotta find a way to bridge the gap for you guys to understand it in a simpler way. So there's a new playbook coming out. Or same playbook, V2.1 coming out. So I've been working on that. Because apparently, this is too complicated. I thought this was simple. I'm not gonna lie. I really thought this is simple. But I'll make it more simpler. Simpler with much more detail. And we're pushing up here, chat. So can we get a wick entry? 100 more pips. If you create structure going up, chat, we're gonna move it, right? It's anywhere in the top. It could be in the top little blue zone too, but right now I have 151. Ain't trades taken, no, but we could get something like quick right now. Just waiting for this to push up. Leg candle on 4-hour leg candle. FXCM chart. I'll check it out in a bit. NVIDIA and that I gotta check out. I remember. First initial reaction. So one more push, no pullbacks, please. The bottom, I don't know about the bottom. I think this is lower, this left side than the right side. Could be higher low though. Higher low, go up. No, that might have been, spreads were decent. That's the 63 pip rejection just now. So is that it? If that's it, then that's, see how close it came and it rejected? Those are maybe 6 pips away, it rejected. So then we'll move it up. So instead of like being like at 151, it could be next zone could be like 157. And these are just BE zones, chat. Don't mind these. These are our lines here. That was our zone we're looking for. But yeah, next could be 157. So I'm gonna move it, right? Because if this comes up again, think about it. You had a high, there's a higher low. If it comes up, it's gonna re-break, so it has a higher chance of pushing through. So that's why you want to move it. So yeah, no longer at 151. And it doesn't need to give you a wick entry sell too, right? Like price doesn't know or care if I have a wick entry sell there. If it goes down, then same thing. We have a leg candle on the 5, I think, or 15 or 30. What was it? 30? Yeah, 30. So if we start making our way down, we'll look for sells below here at the bottom. But only when it gets to the bottom, not at the highs, right? Because that's your wick entries. But we'll let this fly through if it does. And then below here, this range will look to grab that. And I think that has a lower chance of being a runner. But still a pretty good move. Same move, same range as we got yesterday, I think. Right? Yeah. Same range we got this trade there today. Inverted head and shoulders on time frame 5. Inverted head and shoulders, true. It looks like a Z, honestly. Why no structure? Because look, now you have structure. If it were to come up, what does structure do? Structure adds on to price to continue. So if you have structure, the same wick entry sell zone is gonna be a little tough, because now this is your first higher low. If you come up again, you're gonna likely break it. So you gotta move it up. It's still takeable, but you gotta move it up, right? And it depends on how steep the pullback is too. Like this isn't bad, but okay, imagine now next zone could be more so of like 57 to like 68 rather than the bottom half of the blue zone. So that's still doable. Leg candle on the 4, sure. FXCM, right? Why is my internet so slow today? FXCM. Yeah, these are leg candles on different broker, but yeah, that's a leg candle. So same concept though. You want to see liquidity, and then you want to see a fake out, and then yeah, below there that should be like the leg candle fill, which is I think equivalent to the 30-minute one on my broker. Yep. Good to know. Oh, NVIDIA, right? Someone asked about NVIDIA. Nvidia. Nvidia is a stock. A stock. Nvidia. I'm using Nvidia. This is so bullish. But you are slowing down a little bit. You got some resistance here. Some resistance here. Some minor support here. This is the range you are in. If you want to do even more, you can probably divide the range a little bit as well. But yeah, you have a range within a range. So you got something like this that is within that. So yeah, if you start pushing below and then you start creating some structure below, pull back, you continue to hold the top of that purple zone, then you can look for continuation down, because then that could be the fake out in this area. This is a weekly time frame, so this is much higher, but that's what I'll say from the video. If it breaks below there, you'll fill that range. If it holds it, it could break below and still push back up. That's why you want to see it push below and then hold. Very key, it holds, and then you can confirm move down. Otherwise, it can push it down and still go whoop, they do, and back up, right? Back up towards 230, and it continue. So, because this is still bullish, right? At the end of the day. So that's what I'll say about the video. Looking good though. I have a 4090 Founders Edition. Chat, anyone have a 5090? Wait, is the 6000 series out yet? NVIDIA 6.7? No way. That's out? What's the latest graphics card out right now, chat? Some G35. Hey, where is Karl Marx? I remember Karl Marx is like, I'm gonna be here every day. Well, what? Y'all have seen Karl Marx lately? He used to be the first on my stream every day. This when I first came back. He's like, I'm gonna be here every day, Don. With me some facts. You don't need a good PC. Chat, if you're looking at the charts, man, you don't need a good PC, honestly. You can just get like some 1080 Supermax and call it a day. It's just trading view, right? Unless you're like using your graphics card to play a game, you need high FPS or something. You're chilling. Or get a MacBook and call it a day. Apple gang. GTA 6? Yeah, you need a good PC. Oh shit, bro. I wonder if that shit's gonna be optimized. Cause like, yo, I have a PS5, the regular one. PS5's already like going through it. Like that is about to take off already. And it's only been like what? I lied. It's been like 6 years since that came out. Damn. But yeah, that's the PS5. I don't even know if that's gonna handle the GTA 6. Orange chip. Gate kept. Cloudy with a chance of meatballs. What an interesting stream. How much is this? 150. 150. Red Dead Redemption 2? I never played Red Dead Redemption. I played GTA, but never. I haven't played Red Dead. I was gonna pick between Red Dead and playing Last of Us, and I chose Last of Us. But I couldn't play Last of Us for too long. I got bored. I just can't play story mode games. Red Dead's like GTA. Yeah, I don't know why I never played Red Dead. I think because I didn't play the first one, so I just same with Fortnite. I just missed out on Fortnite. I'm like, fuck it. I don't want to FOMO. I was practicing my discipline. One minute lit. Sheesh. $48 GB graphic card in China. They modified the RTX 40 series. Copyright? What? No way. Yeah, I heard that. SSB server. Chat, what do you guys do on your free time? Like, because we're all traders here, right? What do you guys be doing on your free time for real? Play pool table? Pool? I'll 1v1 you in pool. Golf and gym? Sounds like every broski out there right now, honestly. Golf and gym. Every broski get doing that. Sounds about right though. Get your steps in. You gotta walk around, look at the sun. You get to like play a game of golf. Shit. Honestly, house chores and kids. That too sounds like, you know, that's just the age we at. Gardening. Shit. What you planting? trade during your free time because you work 9 to 5. You say gamble? Man, you straight degen. You gambling on the charts too, aren't you? Backtest? Calisthenics? Man, I need to do actual inverted head and shoulders with my body on the floor. You guys know how to do that? The inverted head and shoulders on the floor? Like headstand? I need to learn how to do that. That's one of my goals. Like do an inverted head and shoulders push up. Crazy. Anyone can do that? Inverted head and shoulder push up. You prefer gym or calisthenics? I do a little bit of both. Like a little bit of weights and a little bit of body weight. But I don't know how to do any of like the headstand stuff. Go just fake this out, man. It was like, wow, we are so close to getting a position. And boom. Now you just rejection. Okay, you might get some volume here though. Let's see. Could be a higher low still, right? So be a little cautious if you're looking for sells here, because it can just spike down, and same thing with in the video that I explained earlier, it can just pull back, hold, or it could push. It can close below the range and just come right back up, right? So you want to make sure it holds that zone, and then eventually look for your ideas. Somalia? Shout out Somalia. Penzo, why you always do that, bro? That is not cool, Penzo. Let's see. Ireland. Handstand push-ups are the best workout. I discovered doing them 10 years ago. Changed my arms and back and core. Let's see, chat. You see spreads? They're mad tight. So let's see. Might start glitching here. Let's see. This is 230 pips though. Wanna take a fakeout trade if it closes back into the range? I don't have anything there. I gotta sell the bottom. So I don't have a fakeout here because I don't know if it's a fakeout yet. Maybe if you close below and then you pull back and hold. I need that hold to confirm it's a fake out. Otherwise, like, I don't know if this is a fake out yet, because it can still close below and shoot right back up. Kind of like what happened over here, you know? You see that? Same mirror, just shot up after. Look at the same shot up. W pence. Jim hang out with mates then work out every now and then. Money up. My money up. Money. Chat, look. It's starting to push a little bit. Yeah. Quick pullback just now, and then you had a quick push down, so starting to glitch a little bit, right? Don't blink. You blink, it's gonna start moving. But yeah, lots of volume. It's good. So it could be a fake out. I don't have any fake out ideas here, but if you have fake out ideas, right, by all means. Also, this kind of closed bearish holdings. I don't know. I really need that push down and pull back. But I will say, I do think this is like the middle of nowhere. So the bond range is really here. You haven't really tapped that yet. So high chance it could be a fake out. But I think I'll get the second move. I think this could be the first move, and the second move could be mine. Could be ours. Celery play. Where? On the 30 going up, you mean? Yeah, it could be that too. It could be that too. Because then there's no obligation that for this 30-minute count to stay below yet, right? It's still holding. Hey, almost at 100 likes, chat. Hey. 81 likes. Inverted celery at 9:30. This one, the bullish one. Yeah, I think someone else said celery too. So yeah, the break of the highs could be, because then this is just higher lows, right? So if you come up to break the highs, and yeah, high chance you can get a drive. What do we have here? 68, 63. What do I have again? Yeah, 63 sounds about right. That could be the wick entry sell zone. There's no top wick right here. Yeah, could be. If you get a star replay, we can lead to the wick entry sells up there. But let's see, chat. Our eyes are on this right now too, right? Remember, this is also a valid play below here, but you got to push down maybe another 140. 140 and a rejection, then pull back in continuation. Someone in Poland was with this guy. Damn, what is this? I don't even know what this is. It looks like a LMP2. Kinda. LMP2. We already had the rejection at the body area. Are we gonna forget? You're right. Let pip. But I think maybe because like maybe not like an actual second reaction, but because this is some type of support now, so I would treat it as like a fresh leg candle. Not a fresh leg candle because this is already a reaction, but maybe a minor pullback is what I mean. Like a push down, a break, maybe like a break below that wick would be nice, and then a pullback, a slight one, and then continuation. So a second re-break probably. You're right though, that is already a reaction. That is already a reaction. And this leg count, chat, is 75 pips, all right? So if we get the end of it, it's going to be maybe like 40-ish pips. If you can get a top wick now, like before you come down, that'll be a lot better, honestly. But this right here will still require some type of minor pullback, right? So soon, chat's coming. You can tell the volume is here. It's just a little late right now, 10:30. So We have till 11. I think yesterday we got a trade at 11:45 or something. So, all right, I think 11:45. Yes, it's pretty late. 11:46. We live. When are we going to take trade? Soon. Soon. Soon, champ. Be patient. No rush, right?
You said fuck. What of my diamonds got?
What's up, man? Wow, Giannis is actually going to Miami Heat. Giannis actually leaving the Bucks. The Bucks are trading Giannis to the Miami Heat. Oh shit! Who's on that team right now? Jimmy Butler? No. Who's that guy who just dropped? I'm a bio. Damn, Miami Heat. He leaving. Mr. Humble himself is leaving the Bucks. You know, if the trade allows Americans to trade GC, trying to find a broker. I don't know. I'm not on Ninja Trader. If is that a futures broker? If so, then yeah, I should. That might be a chat GPT, man, not gonna lie. That might be a chat GPT type question. Or a Google Gemini. Check if they're go on the website and check if they have that currency pair. GC. Let's see. Next zone you're approaching this here chat. 4118. And then below there, you have a leg candle right here too. On the 5-minute time frame. Did anyone point that out? Anyone leave us someone put it out? Did I miss it? You have a 5 leg candle right there as well. So could we get a head start? Let's see. Where's the 5 leg candle right there, right? Boom. Maybe. Let's see. 41121, but we're gonna get a reaction there. Yeah, the 411 on FXCM. Yeah, I saw that earlier. Someone sent that. Yo, you have a 4-hour seller replay. Is that what they say? Seller replay? We gotta start sampling our older plays, huh? No, but yeah, I think this is considered a seller replay. You didn't break the lows earlier, and you got a steeper top wick now. Right, chat? We broke that down earlier. 4-hour count can get a top wick and still hold the ranges because it's still holding these zones here. So that can still flip and drive, right? That's still something that could happen. And you got step 1 of the move, which is a top wick. So now All you gotta do is confirm small time from confirmations, like these lower highs on the way down, and then eventually below here you're set, right? In this range you're set. So this is what I mean. When you can plan it out instead of like trying to like predict where it's gonna go, it becomes much more natural to trade, and it's less forceful. It doesn't really matter where price goes up or down, right? You can if you have ideas for both ends, it's pretty nice. Pretty nice. Bam, I'm a bio. Let's see. Purple zone is in. We are in this zone now. Right, same top wick you had here. So could be. Which friend the long hair used to trade the 8th session? I spoke to him like last week. I see pushing back up. Pushing back up. Let's see. So can it, if it can hold like 32, 34 and then continue to re-break, should get continuation. Otherwise, chat, this can still be a higher low, right? Don't get too trigger happy yet. Look, it kind of looks like AUD USD right now, huh? Iceman, Iceman, Iceman. Retrace could be a retrace, or look, simple structure could be a higher low too. So this move down could have been a retrace, right? That's the tricky part. Trying to figure out if this is the higher low, or if this move down, if this is a lower high to continue. But that's why like that small time from structure stuff is like set. It should like give you clear confirmations. Even stuff like this too, like breaking the previous structure highs and coming down like heavier than the pullback, like stuff like that also adds to it.
You should go ahead and pop some corn and grab a stool. The boys about to break some news. All the numbers are final, no t-shirts, no vinyl. Y'all about to make me Richie like Lionel, for real. And that's the truth. 16 hours ahead in Melbourne, I don't even know what's going on back home straight. Hey. Girls from Atlanta, call me Santa. Girls from Australia, what can I tell y'all? You know I love you so much. I just gotta handle something bigger than us. Triple S was really to show you my love and make sure you're good to the next time we meet up.
What's that song? It's Laser Dim. I don't know if I have Laser Dim songs. Did I play Laser Dim? Laser Dim 700. How do you determine whether or not you should take another trade after winning one, or before the day starts? It's already determined how many. I don't really have a limit. Like I used to have a limit. Like I would come and be like, I want to take one trade today. But then if you say you want to take one trade today and the market doesn't show you one trade, like all of a sudden you're forcing a trade. So it's now it's kind of just like what I say is, instead of just, if there's a sub, there's a setup. If there's not, there's no setups. So it's like it goes from like 0 to infinity trades. And then the playbook kind of sets you up for that. It puts you in a situation where you shouldn't even be getting that many trade ideas, right? Some days you might get more based on your playbook, but really, like, eventually you're looking for, like, your playbook is very unique to your trading style, right? And to what you're looking for. So if it doesn't print, then there's nothing to really look for. It's like, oh shit, okay, I can just scan. Like right now, like this isn't really anything in my playbook, right? It's coming close though. I do need to see us push down, pull back, hold, and all of that. But that's the thing, like sometimes these moves are more of like setups to get to my move, which is down here. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really like, chat, what do you guys do? Do you guys like have like a predetermined amount of trades you want to take in a day, or like do you say like 0 to infinity, or do you like, what do you guys do? I want to know where everyone's at. It's funny because when you first start, yeah, like you have 0 to infinity, but you have 0 to infinity with no knowledge of what you could take, of what's probable. And then as time goes on, like year 2, 3, 4, you're now saying, okay, I want to take 1 or 2 trades a day. Because now you're like working on your discipline, working on your patience, and then eventually you take the train wheels off, and you don't even need to say to yourself you need to take 0 to infinity, or you need to take 1 or 2 trades, because you realize it doesn't always print 1 or 2 trades a day, right? And then it gets to a point where you're just copying your playbook, and you don't even get that many opportunities every day. So just naturally you progress there. 1 and 3 basically. It's rare I have more. Yeah, that could change too. I'm just speaking off of my experience, right? But lately it's been like, for the last year and a half, it's been like 0 to infinity. But I don't know if it's like, oh, I'm gonna take 1 trade today, like, because that's not, the market doesn't know if you're gonna take a trade today or not. You see what the market gives. Yeah, very valid. But limits are good for like if you have trouble with like over trading, taking too many trades and revenging it, and mixing good quality trades versus like trade because you need to make money. That's like when you need to put a hard limit on how many trades you can take in a day. But once that's clear, you're set. Because trading should be very free. Like there's no like box that you can really put yourself in trading. And sometimes when you're on like the internet a lot, looking at other people's strategies, you kind of box yourself into a certain way of viewing the charts. And like you don't really go off of your intuition no more. You're going off of like what someone else is taking. And that's another thing too. What amount you start trading? What's up, Spaceman? Spaceman Sam. I'm placing 40 billion sell order to push market down. Let's go. What amount you start trading with before you achieve 1 mil? Just like everyone else, $0. $0. I think 10K though was like where we started the account, like roughly with before we just grew it up to 100 and from 100 to a milli. But now you get to see it from 1K. So it's a little slower to start, obviously, right? Like the 1K to 10 is gonna be a long grind. Like I'm thinking like 3 years. After you hit 10K, it's like really 10K to 100K is like 10 more times. It's like another 3 years, so 6 years in now, and then 100K to a milli, that's like 2-3 years. So it's like, yeah, roughly 8 years for this account to grow on pace. And that's if we keep the same risk parameters, right? But 8 years, like I think it's gonna change because the market conditions change too. How'd you get to 150? Just by trading. I think like 10. I think when we first moved over to Blueberry, I don't think it was 10. I think it was 30. And then it was during like the Ukraine war news around 2021, 22, I think. And then we had a monster month. I think when I switched over to Blueberry, I was kind of just testing out the broker, see if it was like good or not. And we kept the same fixed lot. So I think I was popping 30 lots on a 30K account. It was like really over leveraged. And then that's kind of what brought it up to 100. So we definitely won't be doing that again. This time we're not going to over leverage it from like 1 to 10, right? Because that shit hits you in the end. Uncle 10, any news of him? I don't know much news about him. I remember him for sure. Of course I remember him. He taught me how to like trade basically. How could I not? But I haven't heard much. He taught me to zoom in really. Like I remember when I first sent him my chart, it was like this. And then he told me zoom in. Or he didn't tell me, he just screenshot it and sent it back. And he was like, zoom in. You see this candle right here? And then he started drawing demand zones to supply zones. And then that kind of changed the perspective on me for what trading was. Because I used to just have my charts like really zoomed out. Basically, I wasn't looking at candlesticks. So he kind of forced me to look at candlesticks. Or introduced me to the idea of looking at candlesticks. And that's when I started paying attention to like, I came up with my own realizations of like, candles, right? Like green counts backwards and all of that. Because then I realized that, yo, when you zoom out, it's really all the same shit. Like, you think about it, these candles are this is just one bearish candle. These are just a couple bullish candles. Like, you know, like if you zoom in or zoom out, it's all the same candles that are forming on different time frames. And that kind of just hit. I'm like, damn. And that's why, like, everything that we do now is all like back and forth with the different time frames, higher time frames, lower time frames. It's kind of like we swap back and forth a lot because we try to read it from both ends at the same time. What do you think about ICT? He's the algorithm, bro. I don't know. he's like the algorithm. Like if you don't even need proof of concepts anymore. You can just say you trade ICT, and then everyone can just like, yep, he valid. So I don't know. I don't know much about ICT. Like when I started trading, he wasn't as big. He probably got bigger in like when I started hearing about him more, maybe in 2022, 21. So I was like watching Q Banks though. Chat, who here remembers Q Banks? I think a lot of people probably do, but it's like the generation before, and then came ICT, and then right now it's like TJR taking over. So it's just different generations getting passed on. So take what you can from everybody, right? Like you can literally learn from anybody, and then make your own strategy, build your own, develop your own ideas. And once you get in that motion of like learning how to develop your own ideas, it's kind of like GG's. Like from there on out, you don't even need a mentor no more. You kind of just need your own experience, really. That's your own mentor. And then, yeah, that never ends. TGR, I don't know how TGR trades. I don't know. I should never knew how TGR. I just know TGR. Everyone knows TGR, but I don't know like. I think he trades or ICT. You know, that's the thing I'm confused about. Like, I don't know. ICT is just the algorithm, bruh. Like, if I were to restart my guru journey, I would just copy ICT, bro. Honestly, you know why though? It's because like these are words that everyone's like familiar with, right? It's not that like, it's only one way of trading, but a lot of people are familiar with like order blocks, FEGs. So when they hear it, it's more validation because there's more people backing up the idea, right? So it sounds, it's just like it all. I'm sure it works, but it doesn't work for everybody. That's the thing. Everybody gotta find their own like pros and cons to everything in trading. But it's more of like a validate, like it's validation. It's like, oh wow, you trade FEG too? I trade that too. Okay, cool. We both might be profitable, right? One of you might be profitable, one of you might not be profitable. That's kind of how it is. It's the same thing with like a seller replay too, and all the plays that we had. But that's why we evolve it, because like it's not, it shouldn't be an algo. Like it shouldn't be like this is popular, use it. It's like I could drop this. We could drop the seller replay. We could drop the range 1, range 2 as years go on. Like we can evolve it into something else better. Because otherwise you'd just be stuck taking a seller replay forever, which is good. But how good can it be? How much better could it be? Test your limits. No, I don't know who that is. Ryan was friends with Q Banks, I think. Yeah, I remember that. My era was like when I first started trading. It was like Q Banks. It was, I think, Lambo Rival too, and Daniel Savage, and then a little bit of like Sean Lee. Y'all remember Sean Lee from like Astro FX, like way back, and like Corey, what's his name? Crypto Wizard or something. I don't know, but that's kind of was that year. Mamba, yeah, Mamba's a little later for me though. Mamba was like 2021. That's when he started popping on my For You page and shit. Calling it a day today? No, not yet. Definitely not yet. We still have a lot of movement, a lot of potential here. But you gotta just waiting for this to drop or waiting for this to fly up, really. Trying to figure out what this is. It looks like Price is trying to figure it out too, so we can only do so much, right? Yo, that Pip, I thought you dumped 40 billion. What happened? Where is the move? It's been 1 year following you, and something I always like is that how you define and see the structure. And man, you give me something every day. W. Chat, who was coming up on your times, guys? Like when you first started trading, who was like popping? What's up, Smart from the city? Donvo. You only recently started trading? 2 years with me? Chat, no one else, bro. Chat, y'all can say, you know, someone else, you know, like y'all don't gotta just say me, bro. I just want to know because that's good information. I just want to see who's like kind of around. You Viet? Yeah, I'm Viet. Stock Sniper? I think I remember. Is he still streaming? Q Banks, of course. Yeah. Honestly, part of the reason why I think I watched Q when I first started was because he had an M4 at the time. He had an M4, a Marina Blue M4, and that was like my dream car, or not my dream car, but like one of the cars that I really wanted. So it was a Marina Blue M4, and then I eventually ended up getting the F82 too. I think he had an M3 as well. It was that one vlog he dropped where he went to go pick up an M3 or something. Orange one. Crazy eras, but it's all different eras, huh? Like you could everyone came from a different era of like who was popping at the time. Castillo. I've seen Coup Capital. Is that his name for real? Coup Capital. CU Capital. Let's see, who is that? I don't know who that is. Nothing's popping up for me, man. I wanna be free. I just wanna be free. I think when I first started trading, I was catching 1,000 pip trades too. Dead ass. On US 30. He was my cousin? No. I don't know who that is, man. Control FX with some lie down with Sarah's 20. That's all that matters. Sounds like a time. Bro, you said he was my cousin because he's Asian? You trade futures? No. I just trade gold. I would go to futures if I was American, or if I needed to go and I can't trade gold no more, then yeah, I'll go over. How people copying your strat? I don't know. Maybe when I was younger, I cared more, honestly. I don't really care anymore because it's like at the end of the day, if it's valuable enough where people can mimic it, like I can care less for the credit too, to be honest with you. Like I don't even know why like yeah, people want credit like that, but I don't know. Like you copy my strat, you copy my strat. Like I don't really. It's like the strategy. My strategy's gonna evolve anyways, right? So like, and their strategy gonna evolve too. So if you copy it, you're profitable. W. If you're making a course off of it, I mean W. I mean shit. It is what it is, but it's you can copy the strat, but you can't copy Don. You know what I mean? You can copy the strat, but you can't copy like the person. So like you can copy like the kind of what I put on paper. Like if I put a stutter play on paper, you can copy the stutter play, but you can't copy like every single detail that got you to the stutter play. And that's like the missing part of a lot of people who trade like me. Like they don't have like the full depth of like exactly how I got to that point and all like the micro strategies to get there. And that's kind of what I try to fill in because it's my strat, right? So it's, you know, like, I mean, I think what they could be doing is like taking it and then applying it to their own strat. And that's fun. But I don't know. I don't really ask for like, you don't need to like, yo, I got this from donvo. Man, people copy my background. I saw like, I saw people with the exact same background as me with like, you know, a whole balloon thing, the Supreme balloon, skateboards, bear brick, like same exact bear brick. I don't know. It might be a coincidence, but fuck, I don't really care, man. It's just like every 24-year-old, to be honest, does the same thing. I'm just trying to, you know, like I just want to make people like continue to trade and do what I can and make people profitable with me. And yeah, continue making evolving playbooks, pay everyone back, and doing what I can. I don't know, like I don't even know where this story really ends, to be honest. It's been like 8 years, so shit, we're gonna find out. So just showing up every day at a time and doing what I could do. And doing what I could do. You still trade pineapples? Nah, yeah, I do, but not this year. This year, not so much. We haven't had much like situations where we had pineapples. We've gone to drawdown quite a bit this year, but when it comes to pineapples, like not too much. Like we have drawdown. I think for the future though, what we could be lean towards, chat, is you see how we have an average drawdown. Like you can see like, you know, 600 pips, 300 pips. Like we can have a fixed pips. But that's for the future. Let's see, chat. You came down. Hold on, look at this. You see this volume? Slow move up, and then sharp move down, right? So this might be picking up. What time is it? 11:09. So yeah, we'll start. I'll place a session stop loss. Honestly, I'll put it like right here. 41.36. If you flip and break that, GG's. If you continue down, then we can look for. Unfortunately, we can't get the wick entry cells because that was up there and we missed it by 60 pips. We never tapped, but we can get this. So let this drive down here. It should be quick if it's glitching down now. 100 pips, and then below like 12 we'll look for continuation down. Chat, yeah, the Discord is open. Overseas Discord server is open. Overseas Discord server, W Jordy, that's open. that should be active with time. What up, Daniel? Thank you, Jack. I'm gonna go watch Cloud the Meatballs after, just cause you says like me. The AI made today, I didn't see. This one, this is chat. This is the guy I've been watching lately. He's been cooking. Do you guys know who this is? I forgot his channel name, but bro, he live streams or something. I'll see him trading like at 1, 2, 3 p.m. I think he trades what's 7,000? I think Nas 100 or something probably. They said this is gonna be me in like 80 years. I wonder how long he's been trading for. I take credit for that. I'll give you credit for that. Yo, you know the leg count though? I gotta say it because I actually found the leg count before you, but I didn't say anything, and I didn't want to take it from you. But the leg handle song, I heard that. I heard it first. I'll take that one. You can take this one. I had to say it though. I can't hold it in no more, bro. But all right, man. What is going on? Chat, if this breaks the lows, I'm just gonna move it down. I'll move the session stop loss further down too. Just continue trailing it in profit. I need some chiller music. Chat, I made trades today. If you was first, why you never said it? Because I'm tired of being first, man. I'm tired of being first. I just want people to experience everything for the first time as well. I don't want to no longer be, yo, I did it first. No, fuck that. I want you to experience it too. It comes with age, you know? It comes with age. Fact though. That's why Pento 1 year of no losses. That's crazy. That's pretty crazy. Chat, who's next, man? Who's next? Like, Penzo is officially profitable. Wait, Penzo, how long you been profitable for though? Like, was that you think that was like your breakout year, or you were like already like kind of profitable before? Do you speak Viet? No. Oh no, I do, but I don't know how to read Viet. I can speak it like Xin Chào. Xin chào bác chị. Bữa nay mình mua bán tiền vàng. I said Hi everybody. Today we are gonna buy and sell gold. Đúng má mày. You said you missed wick entry sells. Did what qualified that area? What to do? Go to maybe like if you go back to the stream this morning, we broke down this blue zone, and I wanted wick entry sells in the blue zone. So minimum was like 15, 41.51. So I had that, and then I said that if it continues to go straight up without pulling back, I'll use that as a wick entry sell. But if there's pullbacks, I'm gonna have to move it. So since this pullback, if it comes up again, it's gonna likely break that high, right? If it breaks the high, just a little bit of momentum, that drives price, and you can look towards 5.9. So when we missed it, it was because we never reached it. I didn't have anything here. I had it here, so it was like 50 pips away. And the next zone is 5.9, which I still have, but I don't know if we'll be here for that because it's already 11, right? And my session stop loss is the break of 36. So if that breaks, I'll call it a day. And that'd be GG's. I mean, I've had 3 to 4 months without losses before I started watching, but that wasn't the same at all though. Back then, I was taking kind of like pineapples at the time. I didn't know that, but I always cooked my account because of that. Yeah, pineapples are good, chat, but you gotta know when to take them, and not just like you gotta like really like when you take your pineapple, it should be as if the first trade wasn't even there. Like at what point is your trade valid? Not like, oh, I'm in drawdown, let me stack. That was my issue as well, because that was the first year we introduced pineapples, but now we're like 2 years into pineapples. 2 years into pineapples, and just like any other strategy, right? Like when you first introduce it, it's gonna be a little shaky, but as time goes on, you find ways to adapt. Pineapple is just another way we say like second position. So like, let's say like we take a sell here, and then it goes in drawdown, we'll take another sell. So back in the day, we'll just be stacking it blindly. Like, oh, we draw down, stack, draw down, stack, draw down, stack. So now there's more of like a routine to it. So that's why this year I haven't had many of them. I think this year we've had 0 pineapples. In total, we've had 37, but this year 0. 2025 we had 16. It's not bad. Wow, we're at 7,500 pips. Update that. 75.64. $7,500.64. Your emotion when you're in trade, aren't we all? This is how you react to it though. You can be emotional, it's normal. But if you don't react to it, that's what's gonna make the difference. All right, Chad, this might be it, man. If you flip here, I'm gonna move my session stop loss to this high because I don't know how much longer we can sit here for in this range. So let's see, is this gonna be it? At least you're holding though, it's good. You're holding the blue zone, right? You have 3 candles that all close below it. So chances of this being a fake out is a lot higher probability now because you had 1 closure below, a rejection, another rejection, like holds, right? So that's kind of like that motion we were talking about earlier where you want to see it kind of hold. And as it breaks the lows, that should be the drive. So that low is right there. So can you break this? Hey, 100 likes. Thanks, chat. W. This is good to retest previous 1 hour highs. The thing about the one, man, this can just be a higher low, you know? Still holding, so it could still go whoop. Let's see, chat. Depending on, we might not call it a day completed yet, but depending on how fast it drives up, we could be here still. So like, let's say it just rips up like quick volume, I'll be here because I'm still looking for that wick entry sell at 68 or 63, maybe 68 too in that blue zone, right? So we can still get that, but if it starts breaking the highs and just starts like being very slow up, I'll call it a day. WGG's. That car, this car? Cookie, you know what car this is? I've never seen that in my life. It's one of those cars where I just are too rare. I've never heard it. Why is it playing the same songs? Here we go. Could this be it? Chat. Below 515, right? So if this continues to break the lows, man, you're right there. All you need is price to push down, close below, pull back and hold, like a slight pullback after, and then continuation. And then we'll look for positions here. Cool. Cool. And worst case, if we can't get that, then we still got range below here. So that's both valid. 30-minute leg candle here, and then also, I think, 1 hour leg count down here. Maybe same time as yesterday, 11:45 trade. I fixed the signal channel too, so that should be fixed, chat. You should see signals now. For 119 and then rally up. Maybe. Could still be a higher low as long as you don't break below 06. So yeah, this is a support zone at 19-ish, around there, so it could be. But I wouldn't count out the fakeout idea as well, right? I'll count both ideas in until we get a good sense of direction. Sheesh. What do we up for the month of June here? Chat, what are you guys doing for the month of June so far, percentage wise? Good month though? We're at 5.92%. 5.92%. How's the month of June for you guys? 11? Sheesh. 11 is very good. 11.6. Dutch bank wrote in a note. Hawks are driving out bulls in the gold market, revising its price target to 4,300 an ounce in Q3 if Fed stays on hold. Risk that 3 to 4 Fed hikes could take gold as low as 300 an ounce. You know, 3,000 is like our next clean traffic zone. I think that's my next target. 3,900. Yeah, 30 is right below. It looks like it. It looks like it's just bare structure still. No signs of bull structure this year yet. And if you break 3,800, you're looking at 34. But this is just starting from here, right? This is when it started. Huge correction. Then you corrected to move up. Lower high. A lot of people say this trapped up the buyers, right? And then another push down. Crazy push down. A push up. More lower highs. Push down. Push up. Lower highs. Lower highs. Lower highs. So that's been continuing. So there's no signs of bulls yet. I think the next bull sign will have to be like a break of this structure. And that's really far. At least we'll see it, you know? Alright, gold. Really, man? That's it? Yeah, I think I'm gonna move my session stop loss to here. 4130. Got a 5 leg candle right there. Might be no trades. You took 16 trades in June, 76% win rate. Positive though. You made 88%. Fuck. Yeah, it is crazy to think that. Like 3,000 seems like 3 years ago. When was price last at 3,000, chat? 2025 November. I guess. Yeah, 2005. It seemed like forever though. Damn, I remember playing iRacing during this whole era. That's crazy. $1,800. Imagine, I don't think so. If gold to 1,800, I'm buying all the gold in the world. I today make mistake. What'd you do? Mistake? 0.01 I buy, but I put 0.14. So you went 15 times your lot size. Everyone makes that mistake. I made that mistake the first day. Chat, the thing is, if you know you're gonna make a mistake, expedite it, you know? For the first day I started trading, I thought one lot was $1. So I popped the one lot on a $300 account. Within like 20 minutes, the account was vanished. $15 the lots. Did you close right away or did you hold it now? You're like, oh, I guess I gotta hold it. See, the thing is, like, once you enter, you're like, you could close it right away, but instead you sit there like, huh? What if it goes my way? start getting these devil thoughts, like intrusive thoughts from the devil on your shoulder start speaking to you like, yo, hold it, don't be a pussy, hold it. And then you should just listen to the angel. So if you make that mistake, just close it right away. And you didn't, so round 6 that are gone. Yeah, man. But at least you made the mistake, so now you can't make it again. So there's also a pearl to that too. There's a pearl to making mistakes. You don't make them again. Or at least now you know. Why do you sell high, buy low? I buy low. I buy high, sell low. Because I follow the trend. Everyone is always about like, yo, you should always look for ways to improve until I drop the playbook V2. Then that's too confusing. Or you should always follow the trend until you gotta buy, sell low. Because when you follow the trend, you're following the trend. You're not making a new trend in your head up. So you're following the trend. If this is a trend, you take a sell here. This is actually considered selling the low because if you zoom out, this is the low. This is the low right now. What if price goes like, whoop, right? So when you follow the trend, you're always gonna be selling the lows and buying the highs. Everyone's about it until they see it. Number one thing they say is follow the trend, right? We're waiting for a sell limit. No, I don't have a sell limit. I have a sell wick entry sell at 519, 5159, 5163, but I don't think we're gonna get it unless you really fly up right now, like within one motion, sure. But if it just continues breaking highs and ranging, I'm gonna call it a day because I don't know when you're gonna break out or move today. It might not move today. Chat, what else is this week? Like, is there any red folder days aside from Thursday? Wednesday, nothing. Thursday, core PCE price index. You had news at 9:45. I forgot about that. But it looks like that didn't move prices much. Trump speaks at 2 p.m. So that could be something. We're off by then, right? And then tomorrow, nothing. Wednesday, core PC price index. And Friday, you got nothing. So it's just pure price action, really. Trend is your friend. Yeah, trend is your friend. How would you rate price action today, chat? Chat, what do you guys rate price action today? 1 to 10? What do you guys rate it today? Oh, hold on. We might still be here. It's glitching. Let's see. It needs to glitch up, right? If it doesn't glitch up and it's just slow, GG's. But I gave it one chance. I had a session stop last year, but I said if it breaks it and it glitches, then we'll be here still. But let's see. Let's see if now it can continue pushing or if it just spends the next 2 minutes sitting here, GG's. We'll call it. But chat, what do you guys rate price action today? 1 to 10? I'll give it like a 4.5 out of 10. It was kind of short-lived. Not much movement. Man, we really do be selling high, selling low, buying high, and negative RR. Imagine seeing top 5 on Robin's Cup. It's like every pause of our R will be in shambles. Like, what the fuck? Like, y'all just mad we have negative RR, bruh. There's no other reason to be mad at it. 4.9 out of 10. 5. Yeah, it's pretty mid to them. Pretty mid. Alright, let's see. Is he gonna glitch? Pay attention to the minute here. Minute could tell you. If it comes down to 30, I'll call it. Trend. What song is this? Less than 50% win rate? Nah, positive RR traders can be profitable with a 30% win rate. They can be profitable with a 30% win rate. Not even 20%. If you can have, like, it depends on how big your stops are, right? But a positive RR trader, they can win like 2 trades of their 10, lose 8, but those 2 trades can make up for the 8. Just how smart your stops are. I have nothing wrong against like positive RR traders. It's just because I don't see it as like a positive or negative RR thing, but it's only when they come after me. Like if they come after negative RR, it's like, bro, I don't come after you. Why are you coming after me for? You know, I just let you do your thing. So if you really have a problem with it, it's really a problem with yourself. Because what you mean you coming after someone that trades negative RR? If it works for them, if someone trades positive RR and it works for them, hey, bro, amazing. That is perfect. Everyone profitable. All right, let's see. Chad, be honest. What time are you guys on the charts until? Like, you think you're on until like when I hop off, or do you guys stay here the whole day until the afternoon? There's this new thing I've been hearing a lot called Power Hour. I think due to that one streamer. I always see him on live at like 2 p.m. I keep forgetting his name, but Justin some, right? Or wieland or something like that. That's his last name. Like they always on stream at like around Power Hour. It's like, damn, y'all really over trading at this time? No, I'm playing, but I've heard that lately, that term. I've never heard of it before. I've noticed that like before like 1 or 2 p.m. you get like these magical moves every now and then, like gold, but it's not like consistent enough for me to like spend a time on it. It's just way too inconsistent, and also 2 p.m. is a little late. Too late in the afternoon. Silver bullet, that's what silver bullet is? Around 3 to 4? You said 3 to 4. I thought it was 1 to 2. In my head, it was 1 to 2. Because that's when gold began these random pushes every now and then. Right near the 4-hour close. Time zone? East. EST, 8 a.m. East, 8 a.m. East.com, 8 a.m. East, get it? 8 on the clock, and a.m. is like the reset right there in East, 8 a.m. East. Price action follows its own path, and some days may not present trade opportunities. Stay calm. The market will be there tomorrow. True. Very true. Yeah, just set yourself a window. Give yourself a window to trade every day, and then just show up in that window. And if there's nothing in that window, then just hop off. Can't be here forever, right? 10 a.m. to 11 and 2 to 3 is a silver bullet. Really? Let's see. Why is it called the silver bullet though? Is there a certain move that happens during that time, or Is he referencing like the Stephen King book? I see. I see. Silver bullet. Yeah, so this is a time thing then, right? It's like a time thing. Hey, we're pushing. Let's see, chat. Can we push 230 more pips? That's a lot. It's a lot to ask for, but that's what I got next, okay? Between 68 and 63. So could be. Chad, did you guys see that Togi video where he bet on shit? Was it Arsenal? No, he bet on PSG. Like $1 million bet on PSG to win, and then he got he went to the game and they actually won in shootouts. Was it shootout? Actually, it was crazy. Where's the candle coming from, man? It's the first set of volume today, man. Or some may call it the silver bullet hour. Some may call it the silver bullet hour. But you had your first set of volume at like 9:45 today, so it was kind of like yesterday. Yesterday, same thing too, right? First set of volume at 9:45, and the volume came at 11:12. That's when you actually started moving. Same time today, same type of market cycle time today. So remember what you said earlier, chat? This could still be a higher low. Like that's why you really wanted to see it make its way down here instead of just like assuming that it's gonna be a fake out, right? Like remember, us in 2020 would have got cooked there, right? Or at least like the idea is more accurate now. But now like this is a fake out. Like now it's better because now you have a high, so there's no reason to come down. But if it does come down, perfect. Why is it coming down? I don't know. But that will be your push down likely, right? Because then you came back up to retest and you didn't drive up as it should. So then that puts you in a better situation for sells down there. Technically, we hit our session stop loss, but I said if it jumps up, if it pops and continues to pop, I'll be here. So now I just got to push up another 230. And I think I'll give it max 12. So another 50 minutes max. Alright, chat. Is there news? Hold on, maybe. No, I don't see nothing. We are the news. Can you tell me if we bounced this morning from an order block from November 2025, wouldn't this be bullish? I don't know much about order blocks. You're asking the wrong person because I don't trade like order blocks, but I did mention how there's a wick fill here and that could get filled, but you're still below the range. So this could still be liquidity, chat. Top wick to come down still. But if you're asking about an order block, wouldn't this be bullish? I don't know. Price shouldn't do anything though, realistically. Like it shouldn't be bullish, shouldn't be bearish. It's like the price is gonna drive where it wants to drive, right? And you're just trying to find the next like range to grab. That's how I view it. Yeah, 2 p.m. speech. We won't be here unless we're in drawdown. Then yeah. I think our last loss was during a speech in January. Should I buy right now? I just started trading. If you just started trading, then you want to test the markets out with a balance that you could afford to lose. So if like you gotta try, right? There's no like right or wrong answer for that. I can't give you my input. Like what I'm looking for, what can't you sell? But like if you want to test out your strategy or like sample size, like just start a small account, start loading up round positions and just journal all those positions out. And then as time goes on, you'll recognize patterns better. And then if you recognize patterns better, you will now know what the higher probable patterns are versus the lower probable patterns. And you can't get rid of the lower probable patterns, right? Let's say you first start trading, you're taking like a bunch of plays. You don't have any names for them yet, but you can name them whatever. You can name them like play number 1, play number 2, play number 3, right? And then over time, you realize, oh shit, play number 3 is kind of ass. Okay, let's delete that. Play number 2 is kind of ass too. Let's replace that. I found a new play though down here. This is kind of good. So then now you have 2 plays that you can take. And then as time goes on, you just evolve those 2 plays into other things. So yeah, take like whatever you could take. But if you're just looking to make money when you first start, it's gonna be a little more difficult. It's doable, but I'm not gonna lie, it's a little more difficult because you don't know what you're taking yet. Like you don't know your playbook. Like those 3 boxes that drill, that's your playbook now, right? So you want to develop that. I'm looking for a wick entry sell. So that doesn't mean like I need price to push up 250. So if you have a buy there, hey, it goes up 250 for you, and then I can take my wick entry sell. Amazing. But I can't tell from here whether you're gonna drive up. I don't have a reasoning for that right now. You have 100, there you go. Yeah, just try things out. That's the best way to learn off your own experience. But journal. Here, use my journal. Free journal, extra point journal in the chat. A link should pop up and then you should be able to insert like your plays right here, your pairs, your setup, your entries, your balance. And then over time you can keep track of each play's probability. You just input it here. Alright, these are the questions that I ask myself in trades, so I don't know. If you're new, this might be a little confusing, but the earlier you collect data, the better. I wish I collected data when I first started. It wasn't until like 2021, 22 when I started collecting data. Alright, chat, I'm gonna call it a day, man. If it wasn't gonna pop, I can't be here forever, so that's gonna be it, chat. I will see y'all tomorrow. I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8 a.m. East. No trades today though. Alright, we had 1 trade this week on Monday, no trades today. We tried to stay a little longer today, but there was no volume. So maybe Asian might move, or late New York still, 2 p.m. Trump speaking. Could be. Alright, yo. Leave us on out. See y'all in Asian. Have a good one, everybody. Peace out. Enjoy the rest of your day. Later. See y'all tomorrow. Peace, peace. Peace, peace, chat.
I mean, I think you weak. Let's go. I'm stuck on syrup. I'm just like weed. I don't even really care that much when she get out, think she sneaky. Who blow that money but don't go broke out here like me? Reach back to the mob, but they nothing bigger, they told me they see. I'm so slimed in, I'm wiping my eyes so I can see. I'm so slimed in, I'm shutting my skin all over the sea. Pints and carrots, value go up, I'm the highest ever, I kid you not. Hey, 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 hey. I put on my pants like everybody else. Hey, when I pop pills, I'm like a hero. Take a trip to Neptune, they'll say you scared. I'm geeked up, don't scare me though. Hey, I put on my pants like everybody else. When I pop pills, I'm like a hero. Let's go, they gon' say you buzzing because of me.
Young rich nigga got trap routine. Bad little bitches won't lick on me. Moving like a YN when I was 16. Smoking that weed and trapping down houses. Back of the lack and I'm higher than a mountain. Drink codeine, got it coming out of fountain. What you finna do for that allowance? Bags on the floor, counting. I'm going through, finna come out counting. When I do a try, I doubt it. You wanna get money, I'm bout it. Okay, okay, okay. I drag you in the street. Okay, okay, okay. I just right on the beat. Okay, okay. I drag you in the street. Okay, okay. I just right on the beat. Okay, okay. I drag you in the street. Okay, okay. I just right on the beat.
Let me see where we at tonight. We could bring this back to life. Thought that I couldn't, you should be embarrassed. Their egos is threatened, they really should cherish. Too many excuses, I don't wanna hear it. Don't call it a patio, bitch, it's a terrace. We finna make us a killing that's worth to my days. They try to play me as a villain and color me bad. I noticed the jealousy peaking, I thought we was past this. This type of exposure's indecent, these niggas is classless. I bet on myself when the labels thought I was a bad risk. The money that I had invested is doing gymnastics. This what we need, this type of engine don't run off of greed. They music ain't big as my songs that it leak. They need some assistance, you call the police. F all the talking is cheap. How many costs for they call it a fleet? Living the stars in the comments and media's out in that care if you comment on me.
Don't you